So that
Oh, okay. All right. So from what you see from this point, you see that they're wearing robes that look like they're preferred schools of magic. Like for example, you see someone wearing a robe that's got a skeletal hand reaching out from a grave. That's having necromancy. Evocation looks like it is a symbol of a fireball. You, however, can basically tell they don't seem to be any divination people anywhere in the general vicinity. All right. From their
No
points
divination whatsoever.
that you see, you don't see any symbols of divination on any of the people here. Now, as you guys go through the city a little bit more, you kind of notice that from your perspective, you can kind of get to the point of looking at all the towers. And everything seems to be very pristine, very clean, very orderly, except for there's a tower on the northwest corner. Like the whole top of it's just blown off, just gone. And it's kind of like a jagged markings, and you see like part of the structure itself is kind of like broken, like it had a crack that ran straight up the tower.
does it look like a dragon did it?
No, but you know from where the location of the symbol on it, the bridge itself, that kind of leads to it. That would be the divination area.
Oh,
Oh, that's where they blew up.
Night of a Thousand Screams really had its effect on this place.
yeah, I've seen worse.
I've lived through worse.
Perspective, one of you is dead, the other one is a mass destructor.
Yeah, fair. Fair. Why are we here again?
Puddles' court case.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
that's not what I meant to ask. We time, Fey guy, bigger, smaller.
You're going to talk about Enra?
What did I just? What? Does time move faster or slower when we're here?
We're, we're,
I mean, as far as I can tell, we're on the same plane of existence, so I'd think the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, we're
this isn't
not
the
the
Feywild.
Feywild, May.
Okay.
This is actually like at the uh, west end of the continent, right?
Roll me survival for anybody who wants to check.
Okay.
Hold on, I got the map somewhere on my computer.
All right.
27.
Two. Okay.
I was not even gonna bother.
Honestly, I'm just more
I'm
interested to see if I've been here before or been in this area. I think I asked that yesterday or last week.
Okay, so Dean will definitely get this. From what you notice, Dean, is you basically, from your point of view, because you kind of look at like, where the surface kind of curves a little bit, and you look out and you see for like, dozens, almost even hundreds of miles out, that you recognize a certain mountain range that you guys kind of flew through to get to where you were before. And you also know that the flying cities aren't supposed to leave the country, the Council of Magi.
Okay.
So it looks like they are currently in near Freeland, and they're not supposed to be.
Now, that's strange. How did this city get all the way out here?
Big gust of wind? I don't know.
May, these are giant. Fuck, I forgot the word. Carry
I
on,
don't
let's
know.
try to remember what I was saying.
So
Okay.
Enra answers your question. She looks and she kind of leans over and, well, our city flies. It doesn't have to remain in one spot as long as no one sees it. We really don't care. And our main priority was the recovery of the artifacts, and it's safer for us to actually have a place that's close to where we need to be. So we just pitched it to the council and they moved it.
Is it flying right now? Are we moving?
Slowly, but yes.
No, wait, you said artifacts, plural.
Correct.
Yes, I believe that this, while important to us, is not the sum total that was lost. Correct?
You would be definitely correct. You are. This is the third item.
Is it normal just to have like these world-ending, massive, destructive artifacts just everywhere?
I mean, for them
in the
it's
wild.
normal, but it's definitely not safe to have them all in one place.
Yeah,
Is
they're
this like
kind of more
the
common
UK?
than you might think.
To be fair, generally most of them are kept in the secure vaults below the city. However, during the night that the event happened, some of our archivists were going through the vault when it hit, and a door was left open, so to speak. At that point, you kind of see, you hear a yelp of kind of like a grunt of pain as you see Fezzik being kind of wrenched up by a couple of guards and dragged away. It's like, no, wait, no, come on. I helped you, tell him, I helped you.
Yeah, you didn't have much of a choice, dude.
We've got minties and envelopes.
I don't like necromancers!
Still, Reggie, you looks at May hands flailing out. He's like, I was redeemed. All right, you can redeem me. I'll be
Oh shit!
Anyway,
Yeah, I would
I
just
did-
like to move
Wait,
close to me and my finger on a button.
what?
yeah, I can't hear you, man. I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
putting
trying to
his finger on
stand
a
up.
button.
If she tries to move, I'm going to lock her in the cube of force.
Well, he's
We don't need to move to speak,
yeah,
right?
Fezzik's been they shackled him and they're just dragging him by the shackles.
I think he's talking about May.
Okay.
Oh, May.
I would definitely say he. I don't think that a trial is necessary, but there should be punishment. And I would love to know how you treat your prisoners.
If you want an escort to the prison, I'll be happy to take you there.
I kind of do.
There are other things
Sorry?
too.
Kind of felt like a threat.
Oh, was it? Shit. Wrong vibe.
Roll me insight.
I mean, Gene? Oh, me?
Dirty 20.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Dan, you get the feeling that she might be flirting with me.
Oh.
Oh, so sweet. I feel good about the notes I just left for them. Anyway, I would like to see I would love to see where you keep your prisoners.
I can have that arranged. However, I thought what we need to settle out as far as what that particular artifact is. Its intended destination. You can excuse me for a moment. And she kind of motions over. There's another guy comes over. Another magister. He's wearing a robe. It's got the same symbol as the Arcan Knight. And she's like, "This is Magister Juxera. He will escort you to where you are staying. In 2 days' time, you complete your case before the High Magister. As far as with the artifact, you can choose to represent yourself or have an advocate represent you. Now, it's going to be important that you need to prove ownership, and you're going to need to prove a way of establishing safety and security for the artifact, and what preventive measures you have in place, and to prove that you are the safest place for that particular item. If you can get that past the Magister, everything's fine. Right now, I have to report back to my superiors, at which point they're going to probably send me another mission. Hopefully, I'll be able to. It might take a day or two, especially considering that we have Fezzik to deal with. But I'll catch up with you later.
Do you plan on killing him? Not that I'm entirely invested. I'm just for record keeping purposes of how many deaths are on our head.
Well, as far as That's an interesting bit of information. Actually. Do you know of any particular deaths that Fezzik caused?
I grandmother might know. I don't. I wasn't there.
Were we
Nobody told
given
We
me.
have
privilege?
no direct record of what death he has caused. We just
Thank you.
know he corrupted a large area.
Okay.
I
So we have
am
no
pretty sure
confirmed deaths.
we have one, his own.
Well, he not sure he technically died though.
He was dead.
Not
in-
technically. He was split in three.
Oh. Okay, that's gonna need some explanation.
Whenever he activated the disruptor thing, he split his soul, body, and bones.
She kind of like gives this like knowing look across, kind of goes across her face. She's like, "That's what those readings were." Okay, but you don't know. You can't tie to any direct deaths done in Freeland.
Actually,
No, we can't.
Can we?
I don't think so.
How many people went adventuring into the mist from the to find it and never returned?
Well, none of them. Because
Didn't
they
he
all
say-
returned. They were just tired AF.
Didn't he say he killed his master?
I think his master
I
just
think he
died.
just ran.
Cowardice is
yeah.
not, you know.
Also, do I sound any better?
Much.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I figured out the problem. It was I apparently had my input device set to my web camera instead of my headset.
Okay.
Ooh.
That would do it.
All right. So
Basically, it was just trying to lip read.
Yes.
Okay.
Down its best.
All right. And she's like, so as far as it goes, if he has not caused any particular death, it looks like at this point he's just caused some collateral damage and
Petty theft.
petty. Oh, not petty. That's some serious felony right there.
Yeah, no, stealing an artifact is not petty theft. He's probably mostly, I guess, is looking at fines and damage repairs.
Grand theft artifact.
Grand theft mass weapon.
My guess, worst case, he gets 30 years.
I guess he gets the death penalty.
My guess is
Doesn't
that
go
they.
far.
Yeah, my guess is they adjust those numbers for race.
Well, he told us the things he's done.
As far as our penal system, it'll depend on what the magistrates decide in relation to what damage he's caused and how easy it can be fixed. For the most part, when we arrived, it's like everything had been mostly taken care of. There seemed to be residual necrotic energy in the area.
Yes.
But
Yeah, when we turned it off, it seemed to just actually land started healing rather quickly.
Thank you, smart people.
Okay, that's good to know. So if we're lucky, he didn't cause too much damage and can be fairly easily repaired. And we had to send a team down there to see about regrooming everything quickly. But again, it's more like we want to make sure the punishment fits the crime. We're not just going to kill him. But, however, he did leave his master comatose instead of checking on him. He took the opportunity to go directly into a vault that very few other people have access to.
Oh, so the master's still alive?
He is currently comatose, yes.
Oh.
Maybe Kivara can do something about it.
Maybe the accused would probably like to keep the comatose.
Right? Possibly.
Guys, I think these people would actually be really great allies.
At that
Sure,
point, you hear Kivara
Just about anyone would be a good ally.
pipe up, like, she pipes up, she's like, oh, yes, you were going to take me to your leader, yes? I would love to speak to them. And Enriga goes, okay. Please follow me. Our council is this way. There isn't many of them currently conscious right now, but we'll see what we can do. Splendid. And you see for a little bit, you kind of like she has behind her back, she's got Bob in her hand, and she lets him go, and then Bob kind of fades out from existence.
Don't worry, they don't have any diviners.
No, they don't.
I mean, they can learn divination spells even if they're not divination mages.
Right.
Uh,
But their primary,
Their primary isn't divination.
Okay.
I guess we're going to some fancy rooms? Question mark.
Okay, so Juxer says, please, you follow me. I will bring you to your destination. Before we begin, I was instructed specific orders that, and he points at Cuddles, while you are in possession of the artifact, you will not be left alone. And that thing needs to remain inside the containment unit the entire time that you were here. Is that agreeable?
I find that agreeable.
Excellent. Please follow me. So he starts to lead the way, and you see two other guards kind of come in behind him.
I need to figure out how to get you on.
Now, the other thing you see, as you guys are walking around the city, you see different versions of those automatons that look very similar to the floating mechanical ball you met earlier. And they seem to be patrolling the streets side by side with the Arcanum Knights.
That makes me quite uneasy.
There are some here that we would not want to consider allies.
Oh?
But I kind of like these people.
The people are fine. It is the agents of unblinking order.
I don't like either.
Distrust.
The automata or the people.
So,
You could count on your hand the number of people you like.
as Juxer is walking with you guys, he's like, well, the automatons have been kind of a boon to help. They came during our time of need to help us restore order and help rebuild.
You do realize there are two nations of automata that would probably be fine with selling some labor.
Yes, but as far as I know, this is all voluntary.
No, we
Question
have
for
a.
you. How long after the Night of Thousand Screams did the Mechanus start helping you out?
He kind of tilts his head back a little bit and starts thinking, maybe about 2 or 3 days. They were apparently an offer of assistance from another one of the planes that decided to help us in our time of need.
Ever stop and think for a moment that they're what caused it?
If your house is on fire, do you question who's coming to help you put it out?
No.
I would question them afterwards, though.
If the firefighters never leave.
But we still have things that are still in the process of being fixed and taken care of. But they're not an occupying force. I guess, as far as I know, the council just hasn't asked them to leave yet.
We have better and more charismatic tongues attempting to provide an alternate point of view to the unblinking order. Already speaking to your mostly not asleep leadership.
Thing is, what concerns me is Council of Mages would be the best defense against otherworldly interference. And here they are walking with us.
If what I was informed is true, this is not an isolated incident. The technocracy has also taken in the assistance of this of the automatons, and I will let you know that they are a nation most likely that is probably least affected by the Night of a Thousand Screams.
Yeah, we're very well aware of the technocracy and their issues. For the most part, you know what? You might be onto something. Honestly, I don't know. Um, Maybe you could take it up with the council at some point after we settle this whole artifact business.
Oh, for sure.
Is there a library here?
There's quite a few libraries, yes, ma'am.
Is there one that like tells you about court trials? Question mark.
You gotta look in your checklists. If you need an advocate, we can provide one for you.
I turn to May and go, I think we may want to interview
Oh
a
yeah,
few.
that's a good idea.
I
I
mean,
love that.
I am incredibly charismatic, and I give you my best robot smile. But it's always best to have a professional represent you in a court.
I can't agree more. We will take you up on that advocate.
Okay, I
Service.
will
Are
have
you
one.
personally available by any
And
chance?
yeah, and Brian, we're not doing this just so we can see how many voices you can do.
All right. Okay. He's like, well, I can have an advocate delivered to you, and you gotta basically you go to this area. It's like this nice little hotel room, not a hotel room, but a hotel, and it's kind of built into the side of a wall. That's kind of floating there. It's like its own little independent building that floats along with the city, and you kind of step up into it, and it's kind of this hotel, and it's this nice, very grand entrance. It's almost like kind of a ballroom entrance to the place. You notice it does look bigger on the inside than it does the outside. And
Hey,
Great. Why can't you people build things the way Euclideus had them?
non-Euclidean is so much better. It's how we get Cthulhu.
its presentation.
Euclid was ahead of his time.
Tell that to Thomas Jefferson.
So is
You
Kate.
tell that to Nicholas
Sorry.
Tesla.
Sorry.
All right. I am so glad we get interdimensional TV here.
If you were,
Hey,
nah, never-
Okay, you
Is-
hotel room.
and he goes up to the lady at the desk, and Juxor just starts talking to her for a little bit, this little kind of back and forth, and he kind of hands her a slip of paper, and he's like, "This will pay for a couple of days. It's on us. You are considered currently guests of the city. I would please
Wow.
ask that you refrain from doing anything obnoxious, rule-breaking, or criminal while you are here. Your actions will reflect specifically on me and Enra."
Oh.
Well, you
maybe
got
on
some
our
fun
best
in the
behavior.
court. I'm gonna go buy some stuff.
With money?
What?
Didn't you lose all your stuff?
When did I lose my stuff?
A
Wrong
card?
person. Wrong
Oh.
person.
No,
that and the wish.
that
for
got
first
reversed
time.
if you got a wish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I was like, what money are we using?
I
Poor
didn't
friend.
lose any money, May. I lost my Cuba Force and then I got it back.
Yeah. Okay, we're all good.
And he needs that money. He's got to go on a date with his gun.
That's accurate. Hey, does the rod thingy have a name?
What rod thingy?
The one that we're keeping in the sack? That
Oh no! It is a weapon unworthy of christening like a boat.
I think I'll call her Sarah.
You talk about the artifact, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
disruptor
Yeah,
is probably the best
divine
term
disruptor.
to use.
Disruptor, yes, correct.
Yep, sorry,
You're cool.
but if you call it DD, you're going to get attached, and we're destroying this thing.
Yes.
Oh. I just called her Sarah, so they already made a song about her, Sarah Smile, so too late.
Things go up in value if the artist is dead.
Well then.
Okay, so you get there. He said he gives you comes back, says there are 3 rooms. The upper stairs towards the east end. Bedrooms 4, 5, and 6. 2 beds each. Somebody got like extra room. He looks at Hizu's, I'm imagining, still riding Blade Wolf. That's probably going to
Yep.
be your room.
Which way to the forges? I need to go make some stuff.
Are
Well,
there any magical healers?
yes, we have a few different magical healers in the medic ward. Forges are a little different here. We usually tend to make things via magical means. Do you?
As long as there's a hammer, anvil, and some molten metal, I can forge anything.
We don't really have molten metal here at the city. This is more the civil leadership area of our country. There is a place dedicated to crafting that's about, she kind of points, 100 miles that way.
Ooh.
What kind of city is this that doesn't have a blacksmith?
A rich city.
We tend
Yeah.
to buy and import our things.
All of you disgust me, and I am glad I blew up a town here.
There's probably one somewhere, but I bet it's for personal use.
Okay, he stops
Yeah.
the second you say blew up a city for personal use.
Oh.
And what city might that have been? And
I don't know.
He looks visibly angry.
What was the closest city to Sand Under 300 years ago? I can't remember. I can't be fucked to bother the name.
Okay, he kind of relaxes for a little bit. I have no idea. I was not born then.
Jeez, what are they teaching you in history these days?
The important
Be
things.
rude or
Not about
rude.
destroyed places. They're destroyed.
Oh.
Destroyed places are important, you sack of bolts!
Hey, only survivors can write history, Hizu.
And I'd pursue this, but I still want you to give me some more legs. I think it would really be good for my day in court to have legs.
Yeah, your legs.
So I might take you up on that.
To use the teeth.
Yeah, I might take them up on that fabrication place.
Okay.
I want to go to the healer.
Same here. I have an idea of something I want to do.
So, but May, you want the healer?
I want to be healed.
Is there any way that we can determine if we are no longer affected by the effects of the divine
lay on hand.
disruptor?
Lay on hand. Did it work?
Not yet.
Nope. Didn't work.
Is there any way to quicken the this blight?
I thought if we were in a different time where time moved faster, it would just disappear.
I don't think
we
there's
are
any
still-
way of getting out of it. It's what, like 2 days? We're just gonna have to
Yeah, we're
live
trying-
with
Yeah.
being a
I
little
wanna-
weak, though.
Yeah, and
Up to
honestly,
you.
unless this is a elaborate scheme to sue a healer,
All right. I don't know what this is, to be quite fair. But whatever
Okay.
it is, I'd like to be healed before whatever it is happens.
I think that's why they gave us 2 days to rest and recuperate before the trial.
Did you not just say the giant scary monster thingies are here?
Oh, yes,
Some
but they've got an
mechanicals?
agenda that would be ruined if they just went and straight up murdered us.
Okay.
At this
Putting
point,
all
I
my
think we
faith in
can
you.
trust their own self-interest not to cause our demise. Does that seem logical?
It does. All right. We won't be healed.
Yet.
Hmm.
May I'm on 6 health and I'm completely fine. Just go with it, you weakling.
If you go down, what do you like? What happened? Like how?
I will hunt you up from beyond the grave.
The corpse
That's
will
not-
eventually have the negative energy that prevented healing flow away from it.
And I will stand right the hell back up and choke you to death.
And this is why I would only suggest a resurrection using a cubic zirconium.
So,
What
like,
the hell is a cubic zirconium?
Technocracy.
It's the real deal.
Yes. So, May, would you please join us at the fabrication area?
I thought we were gonna get an advocate.
Oh, you know what?
We have time
Okay.
for both.
We have time for both. What would you like to do first, guys? Actually, you know what?
I'll see where these slackjaws get their stuff.
Don't forget about your teeth
What teeth?
from the dragon.
Oh, yes, you could fabricate something pleasant from them.
That's what I was
Ooh,
thinking.
a dragon bone lance.
Or the
Mm.
scale. You have scales as well.
Well, I have all the scales except for, like, I gave one to everyone, I think.
Yeah, you
The
have
bard-
material. You barter for stuff. That's what you're trying to do.
is it rude or not rude to tip with like a scale?
You can always try and see
Is
what
that-
happens.
I'm on the side of tipping. Should be illegal.
Yes, it's a very fine line. He hates tipping, loves bribery.
Okay.
I also hate bribery unless it's towards me.
Which, if they said I'm just tipping you, you would be upset.
Yes, because tipping destroys jobs of waitresses and waiters.
100% agreed. Let's go see if we can find some legs.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
I
gonna.
mean, I guess we don't need to rest.
I mean, at this
Oh,
point-
and by the way, I am being escorted by 2 guards. Yes.
right? Yes, they're always
Mhm.
within about 15 feet of you at all times.
Are they human or automaton?
Well, they're actually both humanoid. One is an elf, the other is a dwarf.
Excellent.
Oh, what are their name?
Gosh, dang it.
Mike and Ike, I think.
Guido and Nunzio.
Greedo and Noomzio.
Is this a reference to something that I am too young to get?
If it is, I am too.
Just general like mob boss names.
Mm-hmm.
Mob boss? It sounds like the start of my favorite romance.
That sounds like a fanfic.
Exactly. That's exactly what I need.
Romeo and Juliet does take place in Italy, I think.
It does, doesn't it?
I thought it took place in.
Taming of the Shrew.
Also, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Indeed.
I love that movie.
All right,
What
so-
the heck are you people talking about?
Oh, we're going to stop now. We're done.
Yes.
I'm done.
All right,
Sorry.
So, you guys are there. It is actually evening. So, at this point, because everything in this place is ridiculously well lit, it is like Chicago on like a Saturday night kind of scenario.
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna go. So, go through. So, we'll start with May. What are you doing?
I'll just go wherever y'all are going. I don't really have a task.
Okay. All right. What's Hizu doing?
I'm gonna go see where these weaklings forge their equipment.
Okay.
Hmm.
All
I
right.
feel like you need a shot.
AKA that fabrication place.
Right. Okay.
Gracias.
All right. What is Alograx doing?
Might be.
I think I'm gonna hang out and stick around with Kivara.
Okay.
Did you want to have followed her to the thing?
All right, so you're gonna go with her
Sorry.
elected leadership.
Sure.
Okay, remember that.
I didn't mean to put ideas in your head.
No, no
How
problem.
dare you tell me how to run my character?
All right,
What are you, royalty?
what is Cuddles doing?
Cuddles would like to visit the fabrication area as well,
Okay, so,
in hopes of finding someone that would be able to make a pair of mechanical legs.
okay. All right, so basically, May, Hizu, and Cuddles are all going to the fabrication place. That sound about right?
Works for me.
Okay, so all off on that. And Alograx is going with Kiwara. What is Dean doing?
Well, I suppose I'd be heading towards the fabrication place, but I'm looking for somebody to teach me enchanting.
Okay. You can There's actually there's a bridge dedicated to the whole area for enchantment. That kind of goes across and it kind of opens up, and you see like it's basically a everything sparkles. Basically, what it looks like is everything is very bright, colorful. It's very pleasing to the eye, so to speak. And you see.
Well, I'd be heading over that way then.
Okay. All right, you go over there, and we'll start with Dean first. So you go over there, and you kind of go across the bridge, and you're greeted by somebody. And hello, welcome to the realm of chat. How can we be of assistance?
I'm looking to learn a little bit on how to enchant things. I've got an object that has a loose enchantment on it, and I kind of want to try and fix it.
Oh, okay, of course. I'd be more than happy to assist you with this. It wouldn't be much of an issue. If you just please. And she kind of directs you, and she taps something on like her terminal, so to speak, and like the road itself kind of lights up. You see this like almost spherical glowing white light. Just kind of bobs and moves a little bit, and kind of like starts to direct you off to a certain area. Please just follow the light; it'll take you right where you need to go. You can either learn to do it yourself, or we can have someone do it for you.
Definitely learn to do it myself.
Okay.
Might come in handy in the future.
All right. So tutelage. Okay. And it kind of walks over. You go out there, and you basically see this. Looks like from what it sees. Give me a second here. All right. Sorry, I had a blood drawn today, and I had to just rip the Band-Aid off. So you see this structure. It's almost kind of like Greek-looking. It's got kind of the columns, and it is also floating. It's just kind of hanging out there. And do you speak Draconic by chance?
No.
What about
just common giant.
Common and giant. Okay, so you don't get that, but you would get.
And each can.
You see a bunch of people kind of crowded around an area, and it looks like they're all looking at books. And you see what looks like one individual person who seems to be giving them instruction. And they basically will bring something up, put like an object like a hat or a bag, and he explains different properties about how to expand the inner space of the bag to make it a bag of holding. He explains what goes through the idea of what the scientific properties and how that works goes. And it seems like there are a bunch of students. Now, these are all like very young kids. Like they are barely like first or second graders kind of learning this stuff. And you see a guy kind of look over at you, and he's like, "Oh, hello." He's kind of an older dude, like kind of an older elf. Looks like to be about mid 600-700s, give or take. Would you like to join us?
Yes, I have some prior experience with enchanted objects that I'd like to finish up.
Oh, things specific. If you give me a moment, I do have a class. It should be over within about the next half hour or so. If you'd like to wait,
all right,
I'll be happy to.
Will do.
All right, excellent. Thank you. And he goes back and starts talking to the kids again. And as he motions off to his left, and you see like this chair just kind of rise up from the ground, like this bench. It wasn't there before. It kind of forms itself and like gives you a place to sit. Now, so you're going to be there for about a half hour. Now, about 20 minutes into your wait, and it looks like a very well-dressed furbog comes up to you. He's wearing a bowler hat, a three-piece suit, twirling a pocket watch around in his hand, and he's got what looks like like an envelope in it underneath his arm. He's like, "Hi there, Mike. I hear you're a man with a plan, right?"
Oh, absolutely. Always got one.
Excellent. I respect the game. Yeah, I get you. Now, don't ever be said that the hat squad ain't never doing nothing for you. So he pulls out the envelope, and you see a sack of coins, and he hands you the sack of coin and the envelope. So, what we found out is Alabaster Jax has been having a bit of a hands full with the chaotic mess because of the night of screams and all that. So little buddy told us he's going to be gone from his home for about 4 hours starting at noon on Wednesday. The floor plans and all the info we've been able to get is there. We're keeping a delivery to Boss Near's birthday gift at the Flying Broom Tavern the following night. Capiche? Now, when he hands you the bag, do you take it? Or do you take any of it?
Sure.
Okay, then it's a very dense bag of coin that he hands you. And you kind of open it a little bit, it's like full of platinum.
Holy shit. Steal it.
We're here because crime.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. My
Right.
bad.
You're here because of crime.
The thing is,
My bad.
Dean is the only one who's by himself right now. And it's like, it's just a little bit extra gift from the librarian. She thought she could use a hand.
Fair enough. I'm just like the guy
Alright,
yelling at
thank
the
you.
movie screen.
Same.
All right. And
Come on, guys. They know you can't hear them.
he kind of turns away and kind of starts walking off. As you notice, when he walks off, you notice you don't hear any his footsteps in the cobblestone. And he's wearing these very, like, well-polished, nice shoes. And he just kind of walks off. And inside the envelope, you see a well-designated floor plan to a house and a vault.
Oh boy.
So give me a moment. I will show you.
I should be saying that. Theft, 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 theft.
Well, I know how my evening's going.
So
I'll see that our court dates are close to each other.
God, we're so fun. It'd be
Wow.
so cool if it happens, though.
Oh boy.
When you
Don't
see
make sure I'm nowhere near here when the deed is done.
Yeah.
all right. So that is the first floor.
Well, that's. Oh yeah. Okay. Lovely.
And
Oh
then
my god.
You got the vault floor plan.
Ooh.
My goodness.
Guys, if this happens, I'll be so happy.
Aren't you supposed to be the morally good, fuck, what's it called again?
Paladin.
Yes, thank you.
Vault door of doom.
You know there are
my
dark paladins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there in the scene, so obviously I have no input at all in what's happening, and anything that is said is not spoken as May.
Ah, May's corruption arc is starting to begin.
I mean, it would be a heist. We could heist in a city in a sky. A sky city heist. Tell me that they didn't dream about this in Ocean's 11.
Considering they already got robbed.
Mm.
I mean, what's another one then? When you think about it.
All right,
What
big,
is there like the
Straw
British Museum
Edge.
though?
Okay, and the last
so just
the last
Yeah.
sheet of paper, it mentions that they don't know specifically what's in the vault, but they suspect that it could be the anti-gravity ore. It goes for about roughly 1,000 platinum per gram.
Dean
Oh,
is
that's
aware
even
that I
more
need that
interesting.
core, right?
Yes, I'm very aware that we need that core. Actually, I think I'm the
to
only one who.
steal a very rare magical item and double cross the person helping us.
I think I'm the only one who was paying attention when you made that comment about these wizards having it.
Yep.
The Dean's eyes just kind of light up, like, okay. How much platinum
You're
did you say was in that bag?
1,000.
What the hell?
Boy. Wow. That's a lot. I don't think I
Yeah,
should be
but I'll
responsible
pay.
with this much money.
Too bad, it's just you.
You're right, you should hand it to me.
It's just
Anyone
you,
but you.
know? It's just you. I'm more liable to give it away to strangers, so please don't give it to me.
Okay. So,
I'm able to hang on to it.
So while you're sitting there contemplating what to do next, the gentleman you spoke to earlier said, "Please, if you want, I can start you on a few introductory lessons, and free of charge. I'm always happy to have new visitors in town."
Alrighty. If I were to tell you my plan, would you be able to give me the fast track course?
Well, it's kind of like trying to build a house without a foundation first. You kind of need the initials before you can get to the good stuff. But go ahead and let me know what you're trying to do, and I'll see what I can do to help.
I take the crown out of my bag.
Okay?
So this has a loose enchantment on it from some evil queen or whatever, that had the ability to connect two people in a strange space kind of thing.
Okay.
It's hard to describe. But what I'm thinking about doing is trying to enchant it with the sending spell.
Okay. So, let's see. You could probably end up doing that. It's not impossible. You would have to create a twin, which would require, we could possibly do a duplication spell. We'd have to get the same material it's currently made out of, but not impossible. However, we could probably get this done in probably maybe a day or two, but to train you how to do it yourself may take a couple of weeks. How long do you have?
2 days.
Okay, well, we can start you with the basics. Mostly the idea of fabricating a certain amount of per day. You're just going to start with maybe a few ounces here and there until you get the full thing. But once you get the full thing, then we can work on enchanting the sending, because you're going to need to enchant it on both sides, both ways, and possibly remove whatever is currently on the crown you have. But yes, it's going to be standard starting first. So basically, a good way to look at it is that you are going to be able to, you need to create an identical version of the crown, but you're going to be able to create like maybe enough of the twin, about like a Lego piece a week.
Got it.
Or every Lego piece every couple of days or so.
Well, best to get on with it then.
Okay. Well, basically walk you through a few different things and how to start the crafting process, and like it's basically just like basically a normal like small cantrip kind of scenario, where just basically you're converting, because you don't have the ability to pull stuff from thin air yet, but you can convert existing material to something you need. So it's like the mending spell, but you change the shape and property of something. You start small.
All right.
All right, so we'll hold you for there. So you're kind of working on that. So Alagrax. All right, you are going with Kiwara and Fornax, right?
Yep.
All right, so you get taken up to the hall, the council room chambers, and there's this big, huge, very opulent door that's like kind of looks like it should be on hinges, but it's just floating there, and it kind of slowly opens. And you see this room is kind of this conclave room, and like 9 seats all in front of you. And in those seats, you see only 2 people, and they're currently discussing they seem to be discussing the standard of the current traveling arrangements for the city. At which point, Kiwara kind of just walks in like she owns the place. Like, oh, hello everyone, greetings. I am Kiwara. I am what was my new title again? The Arbiter of Armageddon. Please don't hold that against me, but I am here to ask for the assistance and help of you great and wonderful individuals. They all kind of turn and look at her like, when they see this one guy, his like eyes kind of flash over, and they kind of glow like a golden green as he peers at her. And then his jaw kind of drops slightly for a second. And he's like, "Oh, whoa, but lady, what is it that we can assist you with?"
Insight check.
Go ahead.
You got this.
Do I recognize those eyes? I don't know.
The eyes would be insight. You get. He's very because he's in the middle of a conversation. He stops, looks at her. The eyes flashing. You get a definite look of surprise. Now, as far as the eyes is, roll me an Arcana to see if you get what he cast to look at her.
Oh, okay. But I'm dumb. Yeah, I got a higher roll.
You get the idea. With that roll, you know that wizards, sorcerers, general magic users have an ability to see something's true form. And he looked at her with it, and he just drawn his foot, and then he pushed his jaw back up and, yes, well, how can I help you? And she looks around, and she's like, I would love to talk to you, but can I do it? And she kind of looks at it. There's one of the automatons over by the side of the corner there who's just kind of doing things around. I would prefer, I'd feel more comfortable if your friend over there would leave the room. He's like, "Oh, that's fair. We can do that for you." And he motions the automaton, and it just kind of turns on its heel and walks out. At which point she goes ahead and gives him the full spiel. The Mechanicus is coming after, they're planning to assault the Prime Plane. And as soon as she starts it, he's like, "Sorry, madam, please. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken." And she's like, "Oh, no, I'm very much not mistaken. I mean, they've been trying to kill me for a while now, and they're forming an army on their home plane. But Mechanicus is that they're assisting us. Their ambassador arrived, and if not for them, our city might have fallen from the sky."
Sounds like a good way for false pretenses. Get a foot in the door. Just because they're your friends doesn't mean they're your allies.
Flip that.
I think so too.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to sound smart, guys, okay?
And you're
I
succeeding.
apologize.
We're not here.
It's like he looks
I'm
at
so sorry.
We're
not.
and I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe I got your name.
Apologies. I'm Alagrex Fiarik.
Excellent.
Don't forget your new title.
Yeah.
It's like, I am Magistrate Mazrak. Hi, Magistrate Mazrak of the Evocation School. This is my companion. We are currently the only two members currently active in the council. Do you have a way of supporting your friend's claims?
Yes, I was there to witness her fall from heaven, and the ensuing crater. So that part checks out. Sorry, I'm going over my head, because it was 4 things we went over, right, that showed she was a fallen angel?
No, you've never confirmed anything about a fallen angel.
No.
I think we're just going off of coincidences,
Yeah, she
fell from angel.
She's got steampunk wings and
got the wings.
Or she could be Cinderella with
with a message of the apocalypse.
Yeah, sending a message of the apocalypse, and then one more thing that was a coincidence. Yeah, come on.
Did we ever fight any of the Mechanicus yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You have not fought any of the actual. You fought a couple of their agents so far, but nothing of them directly.
Okay.
Yeah, we fought the agents on the ship, didn't we?
Correct.
Oh, is that who they were? I thought they were just fancy bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I think they were fancy bounty hunters, but they were bounty hunting for the Mechanicus.
Correct.
Though, I think proving that's going to be hard.
I think that we just did a lot of insight checks, and that we either rolled really bad and couldn't tell if she was lying, or we rolled really well and we're like, yeah, she seems to believe her own words. Right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
if I remember right, it was initiate the Hand of Havoc, Planar Traveler, part-time Chaos Gremlin, current Herald of Misfortune, though she seems to change that title, Harbinger Unfun Times, or Quest Giver Supreme?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm bringing up
Vibe
my notes,
harsher.
actually.
Yeah, and I think she
She's a vibe
tried to
harsher.
convince Hizu to sink a boat.
Crash a
Yeah.
boat!
We don't know
A
about that.
boat. A boat. I'm using my Miles voice, not the robot voice.
But do you happen to have any history with Chardon?
I'm sorry, with who?
Chardon, because that was also in my votes. He was desperate to contact the leader of the world of Chardon.
Chardon is our planet that we currently residing in.
Right. So as a player, that I forget that. So I'm
Right. Yeah, so she basically crash landed, and the first thing she's like, take me to your leader. Then she finds out that you don't have an actual, like, leader. You have a bunch of fragmented, like, countries. And like, oh, crap, now I had to meet with all of them.
yeah, but the history seems like it might be consistent with what she was talking about in the past.
So Kivara looks up. I understand your hesitation. Um, do you have a way? Oh no, that probably would be a very bad idea right now. Do you need me to stand in the zone of truth, somewhere? I will be happy to. If you have, I understand that most of your divination schools and practitioners are under the weather, so to speak. But I am happy to submit to any tests that you need to confirm the validity.
Bad thing to ask an invoker about.
Yeah, and Fornax looks visibly uncomfortable with that statement. And he's like, cannot. And she replies back to him, I have to. They have to understand the gravity of what is going on.
I mean, do they?
He's like, and the councilman looks back and he's like, we can see what we can do. But I have to tell you, we are very not much positioned to aid. I mean, we're barely able to go after or covering our own property, much less aid another. We are doing what we can. And without, there's these things are running all over our city. They've been helpful. There's been no threats, no harm, nothing done to our place, and we're historically neutral in all things. I mean, we stayed out of the war, we stayed away from, and we floated the heavens because we were just tired of dealing with everybody's crap. That was a few hundred years ago. But if this were, we need evidence. We need something to prove what's going on. If you could bring us something, we would be happy to try. But I wish we could take your word for it. But we know that memories can be modified. You can absolutely believe what's happening and not be true. She's like sighs like all right, proof. Okay. I'll see what I can do. And she's like, all right, Pornax, come on. And she turns in and starts to head out.
Could she not have just? Never mind. I'm not even there.
Nope. What does Alagrex do?
Bow and fall him out.
Okay.
I'll say it's like, that's really something you should have if you're going to be meeting with, world leaders.
Yeah, I had a lot of it, but the Juggernaut guy kind of punched me through a portal before I could grab all of it. Now, if I could get back to my workshop, I should. I have an idea. Fornax, come with me. He's like, yes, madam. He's like, I'll get back to you in a bit. If the city starts falling, I recommend jumping.
Well, I have wings, so I should survive the fall.
Okay, perfect. All right, and she kind of start skipping off down one of the streets.
But I can't just let you go off by yourself after you say something like that.
But you kind of have to. I mean, I don't want you getting in trouble for something that I might do, and my methods can be a little chaotic. And
You do realize the company you're keeping, right? That we're keeping.
oh, I am.
I mean, the whole reason we're here right now is because we're caught up in other people's stuff.
Oh, I am completely aware of it. It's very chaotic and exactly where I thrive. But you need to be on your best behavior for the next couple of days.
Yeah, that's easy for me, but apparently not for you.
Well, no, but I can get away with a lot more than you can.
You'd be surprised.
Okay. If you really want to come along, you can.
At least give me an idea of what's going on. Are you gonna be killing someone, or like give me some kind of base?
We are in the most magical place on your planet. Well, one of them at least. There's got to be somebody with a portal teleporter to get me back home for a little bit.
See, there you go. You're trying to get back to get your evidence and then come back and show that evidence, right?
Correct, but if I know how the Aether work, they've already collected all my stuff and moved it, or they've set up plenty of traps to keep me from coming. If I go back in there, I don't get to come back out. There's this thing that's called portal locks. It kind of prevents you from portaling back out. So it could be possibly end up being a one-way trip.
So that's why you don't.
Yeah. If you really want to come along, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but I can't guarantee you'll be able to make it back.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we could say the same thing about our situation right now, too.
Yeah, true, but I think you guys would just jump off and when these feather fall, it'll be fine.
Yeah, true. Well, I won't press the issue then, and I'll trust that you aren't a liar.
Okay, appreciate that.
Insight check. Does she seem to be lying?
And she waves to you goodbye with crossed fingers.
Genuinely.
All right, what's your 19? She seems to be very happy about your decision not to come with her. She seems to be very she did seem concerned for your safety, but she also you get a hint of recklessness in her. Like she's, you know how teenagers think they're immortal.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
How does Fornax feel about that? I'm sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up.
Well, if you want to
Alright.
Fornax, he seems to be just going along with whatever she wants.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the guardian for life, essentially, so I'm not really that worried about him. It's pretty easy to know what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's just going to go there and protect her.
Yeah, exactly. Can I try to stealth and just watch? I know I have disadvantage on it because heavy armor, but that just makes it more funny.
Okay. You want to stealth follow her?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to. How far away are you going to let her get ahead of you?
It's a floating city, so it's urban, so I'm gonna... And I am pretty big.
And you kind of stick out like a sore thumb against pretty
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be hilarious, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
I mean, she did offer for you,
I just want to see if, she's... I just want to see. I'm gonna try to stay a block and a half away.
Okay.
I am wearing a cloak, though. What doesn't have a stealth thing?
Roll me stealth.
We got this. I believe in you.
Yes, this is a story
Sick.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is my disguise. See, I
Clunk,
put it over my
clunk,
face.
clunk, clunk, clunk.
I disguise myself as Aligrax. Well, it's actually me, Hizu.
It's like the big guy just like standing around the corner, like, what's that fucker?
Like, so you guys definitely start, you kind of duck down a little bit, start moving, and you're clanking as you move. Like, it's very audible. Like, people moving out of your way, and it's clink, 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 clink. And you think you're doing pretty good because she kind of turns the corner or whatever, and it looks like she's going into one of the areas for the mages gather. And you're kind of going about, and you hear, Sir Dragonborn, what are you doing?
I am being sneaky.
No, you're not. And you look up and you see like Fornax is sitting on like a just kind of a ledge that kind of leads up around the corner. He's just sitting there with his feet kind of dangling, looking at you.
How far away is he?
Oh, he's like maybe 3 feet. He's just like perched up above you. You saw him, but he saw you, but you didn't see him.
I'm going to try and convince him I am not me.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Happening.
10.
Take it.
He looks at you for a moment. I knew it. You've been a doppelganger this entire time. You know all our secrets. And he pulls out both of his daggers really quick. Stands up, and he starts to lunge at you.
God.
Ah, you got me! Ah, I'm gonna dramatically fall back.
He lands on you, like just on your breastplate, just kind of stands above you. Talk to Dean. He will give you proper lessons. This is not the way you do this.
Yeah, it was fun though. I want to at least try.
It was amusing, but I need to go back to my mistress right now and make sure that she is safe. You should go back to your friends. They were probably going to need you in the coming days.
Yeah, who doesn't?
True.
Hey.
All right. Does Albraxton do anything else?
I'm going to fall. No.
Good.
I learned nothing from my lessons. No, honestly, I think I'm just gonna explore the city while also like treating my still wounded body like at my healer's kit.
Okay.
So like a short rest, I guess.
All right. I mean, there are basically the city has standard stuff. You got like taverns, you got places for food, stuff around. So you go any place like that and just kind of hang out for a little bit if you want. Now,
Yeah.
All right. So May, Hizu, and Cuddles are all going to the fabrication place, right?
Let's go. Yes.
All right. So you basically go to a place. It looks like a large just yard. I mean, a very well crafted, manicured yard.
Ow, my knee!
That goes on for like a good like 50 or 60 acres, just kind of floating out there.
Damn!
Yeah, it's pretty large. And what it looks like is you have a series of people wearing the robes, and they're basically so they have an easel board with basically kind of a canvas that they're kind of drawing on. As they come over, basically draw up the canvas, and you see that they're trying to create, like pull from the ether, pull from the weave, what they're creating on the canvas. And you see some of them have like 3 images of like different cubes. You have one of the guys like making like a toy mech that's like 2 feet tall. He's kind of crafting it,
Eh.
and then they go through all that, and that's what you see there.
Hmm.
And you see, like, it seems to be one individual who's also supposed to be giving most of the instruction. Looks like she is looks like a high elf, probably in, you think maybe early 200s, maybe.
She doesn't have brown hair, does she?
She does not. It's more
Okay,
like,
good.
It's more like this kind of bluish.
Okay.
So she's young? Question mark.
200. That's like
That's like
It's like 20.
What's
Basically divide by
Yeah.
10 and you get the approximate age for an elf.
Okay.
so. She technically isn't allowed to drink.
Divide by 10, subtract 50.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, not helpful.
No.
Or I had that in reverse, but yes.
I'm going to. Hizu,
eh?
do you still have on your laptop those specs you put together for my fancy legs?
I didn't make those on my computer. I made those on paper right here.
Oh, paper. The computer of the past.
What do you take me for? Some chef? What's a derogatory term for hipsters in the medieval age?
You mean
Bards.
Whatever the hell that is, that's not what I'm saying, okay?
Fair.
Understood.
I'm going to court. I would like to have fancy legs.
Yeah, let's get to the fabricator.
Well, we're here. I think we just need to put
Let's get inside the fabrication building. That's what I meant.
I may have misinterpreted the setup.
Is there something I can help you gentlemen with?
Oh, legs.
Where's the terminal doohickey for making things?
You are standing in it.
Oh,
Alright, how do I interact with it? Because clearly I am too old to understand.
Well, first you design it, and then you craft it from the weave.
Can I roll a history check to see where I put my designs in?
Sure.
I'm fairly certain I'm older than this device.
It's not a device. Oh, not 20. Okay. You are absolutely positive you would have no idea how to do this. Because it's literally basically weaving directly from the weave to create items. There is no fabrication device. There is simply them creating the images in their head and putting it on paper, then using that paper, the image they've summoned, to create the item.
Okay, I have the paper right here. Now what?
I seem to. I hate to be mercurial, but what is the cost?
Usually the cost is spell energy, or how much weave you can channel.
Crap, I can barely channel anything. That's why I'm an artificer, okay?
Yeah, I would
Did they-
have
Oh.
no idea.
We are the batteries
Yes.
for your 3D printer.
I believe so. I'm not sure what a 3D printer is, but...
Oh, I'm not going to ask you. Anyway,
Alright, you have spell slots, right? You can manipulate the weaves, kind of.
I have like zero. I have like very few cleric spell slots. I also have key points, however.
I
So you
don't
just
believe
need a
that's
spell
the
slot?
weave. I think that's just breathing.
So you
Mm.
just need a spell slot.
Alright, what?
I guess we're.
I mean, I'll just pay for it.
Can I get a demonstration? Because I think there's some sort of generational disconnect with this.
Yes, perhaps.
He's Gen G.
Oh.
What is-
Okay.
I'm Jen 100 years older and then something you.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, sir.
the G refers to gnome.
Ah,
I
yes.
meant geriatric.
Well, the general idea is that the more energy you channel, the more powerful spell slot, the better item you can create. So, and he looks at looks at Cuddles and the and you said you want legs, yes?
I hold up my sparkling and sparking thighs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's to make me look good.
She looks at you very inquisitively. It's kind of like, imagine showing somebody the engine of a like a 1960s Ford Mustang, and then asking them to make it run like a jet fighter.
Ow.
Oh. Am I a jet fighter or am I an old car?
They are magicians,
So, like-
not technicians.
I don't.
So, like a
As a
third
player,
level should
I
do
don't-
it.
As a player, I don't completely understand what I'm supposed to do in this situation. Am I supposed to just expend a spell slot with the image in my head?
You don't have the capability of casting that particular type spell. Is the problem? You can't create something out of nothing.
Am I supposed to have fabricate?
Yes.
Ow, I don't get that till I get my 4th level spell, so I'm a bit
Right.
underleveled here.
Correct.
Fair.
What do you want from me? I'm a half caster.
Oh, hey, no one is causing you ill grief. I look around to the individuals that have various images on their chest.
Okay.
I think fabrication a conjuration or transformation spell?
I believe it's actually both. Let me look.
And that's miles
Oh,
asking.
it is actually-
Cuddles has no clue.
It is transmutation.
Transmutation.
Correct.
Okay.
Can I pay somebody to expend a spell slot for me?
Well, actually, Jesus, if you could do like maybe Arcana thing to recognize that, and then look at the dudes that all have Philosopher's Stones on their chests, like a bunch of nerds.
Mm.
Like pocket watches or like pocket protectors.
Oh god, now I can only imagine a pocket protector on a robe. Alright, what am I making an Arcana check for?
Well, to see that if you know that fabrication's transformation.
I feel like I would.
Mr. of Krypton, if that's the case, I wouldn't ask for that.
Okay. Well, yeah, you would.
I know.
You get that pretty easy.
Cuddles does not know that.
I think Kizu would know the spell he would eventually learn.
You would actually, because basically being an artificer, you know that you have to, at some point, when you get fabricate, you're going to be basically rearranging your existing stuff and other things.
Alright then, so, is there somebody I can pay to expend a spell slot in my stead? Because, I'm kind of too old to do that at the moment.
I suppose if you have the diagram or blueprint, we may be able to work off that.
I have the blueprints right here in my hand, and I've been waving them around whenever I've said I have blueprints.
Oh, yes. Actually, is there a transmuter with some sort of digital implant in their brain? That would probably be the best.
We do not do digital, cybernetic, or electrically powered enhancements here.
Is there a transmuter here that knows how to look at paper?
Well, let me ask you, sir, what is it that you primarily wish to have? We can do
legs.
I can give you legs.
Legs based off of this design. that would interface with my cybernetic body.
The Little Mermaid come to life.
Okay.
I technically don't need legs. I can walk around on my mechanical arms just fine. But I think they would really lend a lot of
nat 20. Okay.
credit.
What?
Ooh.
Okay, so she takes a look at the image. She looks at it, and she's like, she grins for a moment. You know what? And she kind of like holds her hands back. Students, please come here, everyone. And she snatches the blueprint out of Hijinx's hands, and like she pulls up, spreads her arms out. There's this like basically a work table kind of appears in front of her. And she puts the blueprints out. While it's like, all right, students, we have a new task. We have this gentleman here who needs a new pair of mechanical legs. He has given us the information we need. Now, tell me, how will we go about creating this? At this point, they like different people start talking about like it's like you see like it's like a session where you see a bunch of engineers kind of like going over a problem, and they kind of go over to Cuddles and like, excuse me, sir, I apologize, but is it okay if we examine you?
I have very few nerve endings.
Okay, would opening up your leg area do permanent damage?
I can turn off his pain receptors, no worries.
Oh, right. Yes, that would be fine. A regular, and I do the technical description of a mend spell that I got as being a first level cleric.
Okay.
I think I could bring it back, but I have no artistry.
All right.
Just don't damage the flesh too much, and you'll be fine.
So basically, you get a session of they kind of talking back and forth, and like for the most part, it's like you are trying to understand advanced astrophysics when all you know is maybe a little bit of algebra. And they're kind of talking about how turning the wheel around, manipulating it, putting certain things into power and perspective. And at one point, this guy he throws out his hologram, not hologram, but like an illusion, and like he kind of spins it around to give you an idea, like, okay, we need something here, and if we fabricate it here, if we understand these correctly, we can attach it to him there and give him legs. And the teacher's like, all right, students, let's do this. And
go ahead.
And you get the montage, you get the music, you get the video of different parts, and like each one is putting them together in different sections. So it's kind of like they're building the lower part of a Gundam model as they're putting it all together, and they set it up, and they're attached there, and you see them kind of lit up with this like magical energy. So like,
just to jump in, I'm like, if you want an aesthetic to go through, please reference this drinking flask, and I show him the beautiful flask that was created for me called where is it? Where's my character sheet?
The one Dean made.
Someone spent money.
The one Dean
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And just go, yeah, this is me. If you could go for that aesthetic.
Oh dear.
And put a flask holder.
We can do it.
All right.
There's a guy over there, and he's got like a thing kicked over his shoulder, and he's sketching. He's like, "Oh yeah, we can do this." And they get into it. They kind of build. You hear like instead of you would normally hear like sounds of clinking, sounds of iron hitting iron, but instead it's just a soft humming as they are casting their spells. Like they're taking their slots and they're bringing them in, like pulling the weave together and manipulating it. And so you see a pair of legs that are currently just standing there. And it looks like they are waiting for you to attach yourself to them. And this took
Spectacular.
This took about a couple of hours, give or take.
If you'd like to take a break while other people have their adventures, I'm totally cool with that.
Well, we're pretty much getting to that point because we're going to go back to Dean in a second and see what he decides. All right, so you go in and you latch yourself onto the legs, and they connect. And initially there's a part where the electricity that runs through your body starts like giving feedback loops to the magic that these legs are powered by. But then there's another switch that kind of, and you feel like a connection kind of hit, where the electricity and the weave connect, and you now have functioning legs that you can feel.
Okay. Spectacular. I'm going to try these out. Literally by doing flurry of blows.
Okay.
Just air-wise, but yeah.
All right. Better yet, actually roll me athletics with disadvantage. Or acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Yes. Because you haven't had legs in a few centuries. Okay. You make a few short kicks out, kind of moving around, kind of feeling like getting like the rust out of your knees and stuff like that. So you balance, you still remain standing. And you're feeling pretty confident that you can move, walk, and possibly even run. Not quite sure about kicking somebody in the head just yet.
Okay. Then yeah, we're going to be just do a dash for 90 feet.
Okay.
And then next turn dash back. Just using my legs,
Okay.
not my mechanical limbs.
All right.
He's making a run for it. Get him.
Roll me athletics.
I know, right?
Okay.
Sorry, acrobatics actually. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
You're fine.
sorry.
You are fine.
Okay. That is athletics. I apologize.
Yeah, you're fine. But
Okay.
either way, you roll a 20. So yeah, you're kind of just, you start doing it, you start moving, and you start running, and you're spinning up faster and faster, and you get to the end, and you skid, and you dart back, and you're just blowing through, and you can feel like the wind on your legs and moving, and you feel like you have muscles underneath your legs. You can feel the reaction, like the weight of the legs as they're pushing against the ground as you move. And you now have a very magical working set of legs.
Excellent. I come back to the group of people. I pull out my my flask, and I pour a very small amount of liquid on both eyes. And I say, I am incapable of crying. This is a visual representation of how happy I am.
Aww.
All right, so at that point, the teacher starts clapping, the students start clapping, and she's like, students, today you all get A's. You did a great thing for someone. You should all be proud.
Okay.
And she's like, no.
All right, we probably have to pay them, though, right?
No, they don't seem to ask me for any kind of payment. She's like, remember,
You could leave a tip.
she walks up and says, I do apologize. There's one thing I would have. Is there any chance we could keep these blueprints? They may come in handy for other people who may have been seriously injured.
Yeah, sure, keep them. I have 1,000 different, prosthetic blueprints in my back pocket that I ain't using.
Are you a healer as
I
well?
turn.
What?
Are you a healer?
No, it's just that I break my arms a lot, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this arm, this hip, and maybe a few of my bones. Some organs are mechanical.
So everyone on that team of students and the teacher gets hugs.
They're all like, yay, and then pretty excited about it.
I'm walking away before I can get hugged.
I know enough to respect your boundaries.
Last time I was hugged, I got a knife through my back. Give me my space.
Fair.
Give me my face.
All right.
Yeah. If there's anything I can do to, if they've got questions, how it feels, how it works, blah blah blah. I am more than happy to speak to that as long as they would like.
Yeah, they are like a very curious group of individuals. They want to know exactly how it feels, how high you can go, what's the how does it how does it interface? How do you perceive your legs as being? Like, can you feel like they'll ask you to close your eyes and can you feel this when they touch like a kneecap or something in different spots? And you're like,
Yeah.
you can feel it all.
I will answer all the boring questions that we do not need to expose anyone else to.
All right.
And jump as high as I can to surprise them.
Okay. And just for the heck of it, go ahead and roll me a athletics check on that one.
Not giving $10.
Oh, again. Yeah,
Thank you.
You clear 40 feet easy.
And I land and I go, you should see me with these robot limbs.
I'm looking forward to that. All right.
Well, off to my criminal trial.
Here's some more blueprints, including some organs and a heart.
Aw.
Well, thank you. This could be very useful. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't get your name.
Hizu Vile Runner. If anybody that looks like a former pirate and is also incredibly ancient asks where you got those, don't say it was from me. I need to remain the street cred to what's left of my former crew.
Okay, so I need perception checks once Sizu says his name.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Well.
Sure. Why not? Perception.
I love how he set up his character that like everyone wants to kill me. He keeps forgetting that.
That's the best part.
Yes. I
mean, it's
can't.
authentic.
Yeah, I can just no longer care that people are after me. I'll just kill them. Hey, well, look, a 0.
Okay. Ace is the definitely one that doesn't get it, but both May and Cuddles get that your guards, Guido and Nunzio, seem look at kind of like as soon as he said the name, they kind of look at each other for a moment and kind of look back. That's very like kind of uncomfortable look that's between the two of them.
It has been fun at the market. Let us all leave.
Okay.
Unless you
wait,
really wanted
is there-
something, May. By the way, no.
does anybody
Honestly,
look
there
really
were 2 hours where they were working on this that you could have done shit.
Oh.
Is there any particular thing that you were looking to do, May?
I was hoping a really old person could teach me some meditation tricks so I could watch Grandma when she comes out.
Okay.
Oh, I have a few meditation tricks I can teach you.
That's being
I
drunk.
don't think meditation works
Oh,
for you.
not being drunk. Just sit down, play some music in your headphone speaker things, and just breathe slowly.
I want to be able to consciously see what Grandma sees when she comes out.
I'm pretty sure there's a type of drug that can help you with that.
Okay.
Okay.
But if not, then I can ask the next group of people.
All right. So
It's a big fabrication.
So you probably want to check out the what would be actually I think honestly you'd probably want to go check out the necromancy area.
Oh, that sounds dangerous for me. What if they experiment on me? What am I gonna do then?
Man, I'm pretty sure they'd know that you're some sort of holy undead and just leave you alone.
And they experimented on me, and I got new legs. They're shiny.
That's fair and accurate. I'll keep that in my back pocket because I want to see what this heist is going to look like.
Do you know what experimentation got me? A back pocket.
Jesus Christ!
I did put pockets in your schematics.
Fair, but I got a buttocks now, so I can have pants.
And a back pocket.
By the way, should we get you some pants?
I don't know. I'm pretty excited about just having these legs.
I think so.
Give me my time.
Alright, you technically don't have any junk, but might put some people off, though.
Okay. Things we didn't need to know about Cuddles. Thank you, Izu.
Yeah.
All right. So, and at this point, it's after the 2 hours. It's getting kind of late because you guys arrived because it was kind of like late enough for a campfire when this whole thing started. So it's getting kind of late, so things are starting to close down. So we go back to Dean. You figure out how to. You get the basic spell for the minor fabrication is what it's basically called. You are currently sitting on some plans and some information about a wizard's keep, and you are currently have 1,000 platinum in your hands. What do you do?
Huh. Well, one of the things I was also thinking about doing is checking out the fabrication place for seeing if I could get anything done with the dragon skills I have. I have so many errands I want to run. Honestly. I think eventually, though, I would head back to wherever we were staying so I can meet up and talk to the crew about some things.
Okay. Eventually, everybody will come back to the inn that you guys were assigned to. And
Did they not send us an advocate people to an interview, or are they doing that later?
We still have another day, don't we?
You do.
Oh, okay. I thought it was happening tomorrow morning.
No, you're meeting your advocates tomorrow morning.
Great.
But you basically get back, and you're all kind of there in the inn or whatever, and you can order drinks. They're keeping the inn is pretty much open. Like for the most part, it's like the inn itself is closed down. The bar is closed out, but there's still chairs and lighting for anybody who wants to, hang out. Now you all are still being followed by the 2 guards that are next to Cuddles.
Would they follow us into our rooms, or would they wait outside the room?
They have been ordered specifically to stay within 15 feet of the artifact at all times.
I thought it was just Cuddles, not all of us.
Well, Cuddles is carrying the artifact.
Okay.
Right. That's interesting. Anywhere I can convince them to back up for a little bit? The man just got some new life.
Did I get everybody to I wanna chat with everyone, so
Yes.
if you don't mind.
I will actually excuse myself.
No, you can join too.
Hey,
Well,
where are
here's
you
the thing.
going?
If
Right
I'm
up here to this
joining-
room. If we can just have a room to ourselves, it don't matter if the guards stand outside.
15 feet. So I think they would walk into the room with us.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, you could
maybe
just
they-
stand right next to the door, and then
15
they
feet,
would
they
still
should
be
able
within
to stand
15
right
feet.
outside. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I will go take myself to a room to sleep, and I'll take the guards with me so you guys can talk more freely.
Cuddles.
Could I
Cuddles.
give Cuddles
The gods are
Iron
not a
Horn
problem.
so that he could listen in onto the conversation from my point of view?
Dean is saying he's not worried about the guards, so let's
The gods are not a
forget about
problem.
them. Great.
Oh.
So let's just have a conversation.
Then we'll just have a conversation.
I just want to go up into a room first.
Yeah, let's go to a room. Hot toddies?
What?
Oh, everyone should order a hot toddy.
What?
That sounds great.
It's tea with brandy in it.
What?
Maybe a little honey.
Definitely honey.
Get me a fruit smoothie with half honey, half milk, and a tablespoon of honey.
Understood, yeah. Orange whip, 3 orange whips.
Yeah, it's actually about midnight at this point, and the bar is...
What is happening? That's fair.
No one, any time is
we'll
a good time for a smoothie.
We'll just go to room 5. We can watch the sunrise together, guys. It's an east-facing room.
Actually, it is.
Based on what?
So you
Yeah,
want to stay up
that's
for
what
like
they
6 or 7 hours?
You said it wasn't
No,
easy.
I'm going to bed as soon as Khadid gives us what he wants. Words!
We're ready.
Alright, so when we're in the room, I definitely ask the guards to stand outside. If that would be alright with y'all.
Oh,
With us or with them?
we can't leave the artifact out of our sight.
Oh,
If you
not
want,
a problem.
If you want to leave it with us, we'll be happy to wait out here with it.
Oh, that sounds spectacular. I smash a small hole in the door.
Okay.
What?
I then,
Damage their room?
with one tentacle wrapped around the box that holds the artifact, it stands between the two guards, and I close the door, allowing that small hole to allow the tentacle. And I'll sit
Fair
there.
enough.
And I would just like to put Ironhorn on it in case they try any shenaniganry.
Yeah. If that is something I can do with said doors, I didn't ask if they were wood, stone, bacon, or whatnot.
They're like
Property
standard
damage.
doors. Yeah, you could get through it, like not a problem. But you're gonna have a very upset innkeeper probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I can fix a door. It's not that
She was such a
hard.
nice lady.
Oh, she's excessively nice, and that is what the mending spell is for, is to mend our friendship.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can easily fix a door, May. What do you take me for, some 2-bit halfling?
Okay, so yeah, you got the tentacles right through the door, and the thing just sitting out there. They're just kind of hanging out outside.
Right.
Wait, you said that they were an elf in a drawer?
Up in the
Do
north.
elves have exceptionally good hearing for some reason?
Well,
No.
they are guards. They're probably trained to listen.
No, yeah.
Now,
Fine.
if you don't mind, I'm going to cast the silence spell right outside the door over the guards.
That's suspect.
But
Now
here's
cast
the
it
thing.
between the guards and the open door.
No,
Well,
if they want to hold this against us in a court, it's only to do with the artifact. To wit, they always had the artifact between themselves. They never let it go, and this conversation we can definitely take as client privilege.
Exactly. We need to chat about what we're going to talk about, and we don't want prying ears to
So
Yeah.
try and...
Okay,
I'd like to explain that before we cast silence to them.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Mhm.
I'd like to tell them that, like, hey, we're going to be having a private conversation about our upcoming trial. Obviously, you guys can see the thing and the Dee Dee. You can see Dee Dee just fine. She's here. We're just going to ensure that we have our privacy with a quick
Don't-
silence spell
Don't
and
name
to shut the door if they don't say anything.
okay. So just to
it. You
confirm,
named it.
you're casting silence over the guards.
Well, all... like, in a way that it doesn't hit us, like, the spell doesn't cover us, so we can chat freely.
Okay.
But the gods outside wouldn't be able to, and I'll wait till May's done explaining this.
Wait, we're missing a person.
The what?
Who are we
Alex,
missing?
did you come back to the room?
I don't know, DM. Did I, or am I still out
wait.
drinking?
Well, I believe you planned to, like, you said you were going to head out or go back, didn't you?
I was exploring the town, having fun, telling my stories. So,
Right, but-
however long the bars are open till.
Right, around 10:30, that's when everything starts closing down.
God, these people are not party people. 10:30.
I mean,
all right.
They juggle the universe in their palms. Maybe you don't want them to have that one extra margarita.
Sucks for them.
Yeah. That's why I'm powerless.
So
The
yeah,
bottom
around
of the
11 o'clock at night, everything just shuts down completely.
God. Workaholics. All right. Then, yeah.
All
I'll be
right,
there.
dude, what do you want?
Just to confirm, we've got
Alright.
Alex.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Are the gods cool with me casting silence?
he kind of like shrugs over it.
Alright.
Okay.
So just to confirm, this is a sphere of 20 feet. How are you positioning this particular sphere?
So that it's like probably just inside the door, so that or the edge of it's just inside the door, so anything like out in the hallway and the guards wouldn't be able to hear anything,
Right.
but anyone in this room would be able to hear just fine.
Okay, so the room would be about 20 by 30, so 30 long, 20 feet wide. So you guys could go to the edge of the room and then converse there while you're putting the barrier between them and you, the silence. Okay.
Would we be able to hear if? Well, no. Cuddles would feel if it dropped, right? Like, we wouldn't be able to hear if they took it.
They'd be
would
able to
feel
feel.
it.
Right, but
Yeah,
here's the thing. What's Cuddle's range on your tentacle?
Well, no, the spell's like
Right.
so that probably one of his arms are like inside the edge of the spell while we're talking.
Yeah, but how long are Cuddle's tentacle arms?
He has to keep the object outside next to the guards, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he has to be within the sphere because his arm's only 10 feet long.
So,
Well, no, he can be
True,
sitting
though.
like just outside the sphere, like on the edge of it, can't he?
well,
No.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, and this, of course, is DM rule. When I took the feat telekinetic, it was with the idea that the telekinesis was me reaching my arm out in the same way that a magic hand would, i.e., 30 feet. Now, without me activating my tentacle powers, which is a monk thing, I can only hold 5 pounds. So that said, the tube, which is probably more than 5 pounds, I could only have my limb around and would easily lose to anyone trying to pull it away from me. But I would be able to sit 30 feet away casting this magic hand constantly. That said, that is a very, very specific and weird use of the telekinetic feat.
Yeah, and this thing would definitely weigh more than 5 pounds because it's like 2 feet long and like, about
Yeah,
half a foot wide.
I wouldn't be able to hold it, but I would be like gripping it to quote unquote know if they took it.
Right.
Again, that would be something you'd have to rule on.
Right. You can, like I said, as far as the games go, you can flavor it whatever you want, but it has to still work the same mechanically. So the telekinetic part of it, you don't have enough strength for the telekinesis part to hold it.
Fair enough. Okay.
So why
I
can't you
will.
just set the spear outside the room?
Well, the idea is it never leaves Cuddle's hands.
I think she was talking
No.
about the sphere of silence.
Oh, well,
Like,
Yeah. Thank you.
yes, that was what I was talking about. So it's like outside, so that Cuddles is only partially in it, and we're
Yeah.
sitting right
Well,
next
like,
to the
centered
door.
in the- yeah, it's centered in the room across from us, maybe, and then it encompasses everything. The only thing is that if somebody was sneaking up on us for some reason or the other, we wouldn't be able to hear them.
They'd have to get through both guards too.
But I don't know. I don't.
You making this super complicated. Just that,
no. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you guys can definitely tell me later, and I will take these guards to the bar.
No, I think we need our moral conscious person here for this
oh,
conversation.
he's the moral conscious person. All right.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
the one.
Hijinx is right there.
Yeah, okay. He was literally about to kill the
All right,
stupid.
Cuddles, if you are okay with it, then yeah, I suppose it'd be better to just have the guards away,
Okay.
so we can talk and drive it.
Then basically, I'm going to say this. You know magic, don't you guys? And I give a big shrug. It's not always easy. They're going to be discussing my case, but you guys can't be here for it. What is your favorite beverage?
Well, you could just go to room 4 or room 6 if we're in room 5. Or we could go to room 4 or you could go to room 6.
Just cast a spell and I'll relay it through my telepathy.
You know what? Oh, gods, yeah. All right, I'm going to be in room 4. Right next to
and we'll
room
just
5.
move-
So hold on.
Yeah.
Alagrax, did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
So repeat what you said so May can hear it.
What's that?
Repeat what you said so May can hear it.
No, I already know. We found out 4
we
episodes
found
ago.
out during the Santa thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Okay.
4 episodes ago, I officially have it written down that I am aware, and I started speaking really loudly in my head.
Yeah, I've
hoping
already
he could
talked to
hear
them
me.
directly.
Okay.
Telepathy.
But
Yeah.
I have
Man,
no
I
confirmation
want that on a
you
t-shirt.
understood.
No, she knows that. Remember, she talked to Santa.
It's
It just-
true. Yeah, it was the best day ever.
Because no one's ever. That's it.
No, because again, in my mind, when you did it, I was like,
Yeah, you're
"Oh,
just
okay,
making
it's like the
faces at me."
ship." Yeah, I was like thinking really hard, like sending vibes out, and then like nothing happened, and I was like, "Oh shit." But I've still been like casually trying when you're sleeping, just so you know. Like I tried to
That's
talk to you
creepy.
several times when it was time to sleep, and then you kept going to bed, and I was like, "Okay, well, bedtime." I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
when- a night when you
degraded
don't
really quick.
Sorry.
Anyway, yes,
Let's talk about
I will take the guards to another room that is within telekinetic reach, and we will sit there and drink. I don't know, warm
Alagrax,
water.
how exactly does your telekinesis work? Can
Telepathy.
can you hear me back?
No, it's one way. I could
Or-
just.
No,
It's
I've
one
been
way.
trying.
Sorry.
No, I've been trying. He didn't hear anything I
Alright.
said. Ever.
Yeah, don't you know? All Jim Jaggerborn could do that.
All right. So in that case, Cuddles and the gods go to another room. I cast the silence over that room.
Okay.
Fair.
Make sure you fix the door.
No, we won't be able to
That's
hear
tomorrow.
you.
I'm on
What
it.
about our
I'm on it.
safety
I'm
whistle?
on it.
Cuddles, do you have the safety whistle?
It doesn't matter if I'm in silence.
Yeah.
That's not fair. He needs safety.
I have 2 guards and
If he
a
gets
pair
into
of new
trouble-
butt-kicking legs.
If he gets into trouble, he'll punch through the wall.
Yes,
That is true.
You're pretty damaged, though.
as we have already established, he can go through the furniture quite easily.
We also can't heal, and we're sending him off by himself.
I'm good.
We're
I know that
actually
you're technically unharmed right now.
May, I think we'll be safe while we're in this city.
yeah.
So do we
It-
need to
it-
cast the silence then if they're in another room?
And
they
I'm
can't
just
get
going
through
to
the
put
wall.
Ironhorn
Yes.
on at Cuddles' shoulder just in case.
Okay.
Hey,
Keep him safe.
I think there is a poem called "The Owl and the Octopus."
I think it's
Recite it and
Scorpion
he
and
will
the
claw
Frog,
your
maybe?
Recite it and he will claw your
Sorry.
optics out.
Oh, thank God, there's silence on then.
Oh God, this silence is making me worried. But okay, we should move this.
We're
thing
gonna.
along at some point.
We are overthinking the threat, but I appreciate your paranoia, having
Alright.
been dead once.
All right, we've established the means of how we're doing this. Let's get to the method. Or
Well,
I don't
we
know.
already
Let's just
kind
get to talking.
Let's talk about the meat of crime.
I think been doing plenty of talking.
All right.
About what? Deed, what do you want us to talk about?
All right. Hold on. Okay. So before we get started, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break because I need to go to the restroom, and I don't want to miss
Fair.
the hijinks that's going to happen.
Fair.
All the hijinks that happen already.
All right.
Yes. As I based my character after Dr. Octopus, I think, what is it? Ocean's 11? I could move to Ocean's 8.
All right.
Goodness gracious.
I'll be back in
10
a minute.
minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, food. Miles needs food.
My God,
I
guys,
agree. I'll be right back.
you're over-engineering this thing so much.
The thing is, if it was reality, no, not really. Everyone
No, even
hates
then,
us.
that's way over-engineering.
And then the thing is, and then every once in a while, we'll come on a frost giant just taking a drink, and we'll be cool about it.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's the dynamic of the group is let's overthink things that shouldn't be overthought, and let's just,
I mean, for you
stumble
guys,
our
yeah,
way
sure. I'm just
into-
here like, oh yeah, let's...
Yeah. No. It does delay the game, and I highly doubt that Brian is that vindictive to just say, "Oh, well, you didn't think of blah 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 because there's a Google blog in there." What?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just here, guys, like, are we ready to go? Okay, kick the door, advance the plot.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for my day to be Matlock, for Christ's sake, and
I was
I don't-
totally assuming that your character was just gonna be gone for like a good little bit.
then you know what? I would have been like, "Hey, shit, I gotta get shit done on Wednesdays anyway. I'd just be gone, dudes. It's fine." And then I'll just come back and I go, "Yeah, it went about as well as you expected. I'm under arrest."
I
But-
think you would come back and at least two of us would just be gone.
All right. The good news is this may get one of our big plot points out of the way early.
Well, that's the whole
These
thing. Is
people, I
we're all
don't want to
just...
steal from them.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. And this is just me speculating. We're going to have a lovely court scene. We're going to try and prove our point. And then the crazy mage is just going to sink the city to prove a point.
Oh,
And then-
absolutely. I'm ready for her to fuck us over.
Yeah,
Okay, then, so-
totally.
Tell me
Anyway,
where to place
yeah,
the blast charges. Let's burn this tree to the ground.
That's another thing. Like, what happens if we remove the gravity crystal from the city?
Oh, quite
Yeah,
simple.
no, I'm
No.
fine.
No. I think the gravity crystal is in a personal vault. So this
Probably.
isn't what's keeping this aloft. Or that would be like a way bigger heist.
Listen,
True.
they left the vault door open to a weapon of mass destruction.
Well,
No,
okay,
that was an accident.
The Night of Screaming Bacon was very unique.
It's not every single day that every single seer explodes.
I'm just still imagining this. Like, oh no, something's happened. Let's go out and check. Should we lock up this? Make sure the
Well,
weapon
no,
mass destruction is safe before we go. Nah, just go.
My understanding of it was one of the divination mages was like had that vault open,
Yeah.
and then
At
the
the time.
Thousand Screams thing happened, and they like collapsed or whatever and couldn't close the
Yep.
door.
Yeah, I have no idea
That's
what
what I
that
thought.
is.
It was just pure coincidence.
Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
doing inventory or some shit, and they happened to have been in there, and then
Yeah.
went night night, and
Well,
yeah.
the biggest suspicious thing is how did Necromancer, I'm in 3 places at once now, not suffer that?
He's probably the one who did it.
I don't know.
Because he's
but we
not
need
a
to
divination
see
mage,
the-
is he?
Hey, he's a necromancer.
Yeah.
We need something.
It was only divination people
And
who
he's
did.
Oh, was
clearly-
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was. Never
like
mind then.
everybody.
Seers, oracles, people like that, that's all divination magic.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I wonder what's going to happen when we go to the dean thing with the college.
Oh, so much hijinks.
Well, no, I mean in terms of because they would have been affected too by the night. I wonder what was
Would
stolen
they?
from them.
Well,
They're a bunch of bards, aren't they?
they're a bunch of bards, not divination mages.
Well, aren't they all
But
missing
can't
right
you
now?
take the spells from that thing?
Well, yes,
right?
you can take spells from any school of magic, but what happened is the people who think of it the class the subclass of divination for wizards. Anyone who had that class was affected.
Oh. I thought it was just anybody who knew that type of magic
No,
was affected.
I'm pretty sure it's everybody that specialized in seeing the future, not everybody that could see the future.
Yeah. It's like, don't I have divination magic? I think I have divination magic.
I think
Well,
I might
probably
actually have
on,
some divination.
did
and in
you
all
on the
fairness, well, on that night, you all might have gone, wah.
Right.
To be fair, I don't have any divination magic.
Well, then you
Oh, okay.
didn't wah at all.
I have blue magic.
I need to pick up Detect Magic again.
Detect magic's a good one.
Yeah, I think I'm
We've
going to
got
switch it
Detect
out
Good
for...
and Evil. That hasn't helped at all.
It's honestly, it's depending on the DM. Detect good and evil is either a duh. Yeah, you mean the guy with like 7 swords and covered in blood? Yeah, he's probably evil. You dipshit.
Right.
Or it
I mean, if you're-
breaks the mystery of, oh no, the Count of the Manor was always the vampire.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
if
you're
you're
like-
trying to find, like, some sort of town leader was actually a demon lord in disguise, it's pretty useful there.
The
I
funniest
probably
thing,
should have known
It's
that.
useful up until you detect him at second level and go, oh, he's a demon lord. He's like, well, I guess the jig is up.
well, the funniest thing about detect good and evil is it doesn't even tell you if they're good or evil. It just tells you
Yep.
what type of creature they are.
Yeah,
and
that's
where
a very
they are.
racist
Exactly.
spell right there.
It can be a good fiend for all I don't know
Oh
their
my God.
alignment. I just know what their type is.
Okay, yeah. Okay, if that's the way it works and you cast the spell and it just goes, oh, they're Asian. Nope.
Yeah.
Walking away from that
Yeah.
game right
The
now.
thing is, anyone of the mindset who's like undead are evil, and they cast detect good and evil,
yeah.
Right.
would see May as undead and be like, May's evil.
Gotta kill her. She's gotta go, guys.
Just gotta go. I mean, kind of dipped into that gray area.
I mean, I yeah. But yeah, so it doesn't.
You just-
But it's nice to have.
I know.
did
As
use it
you're being
times.
murdered, you go, I only voted libertarian once.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say on my deathbed. My next death saving throw. My next death saving throw. That's what we're going for. Which might be soon if nobody heals me.
Well,
We're gonna
mine's gonna be,
get to
I
that.
never liked any of you.
I'm just saying.
Mine's
Yeah.
gonna be getting the flask.
This is why I took the short rest while I was away from everyone.
I thought we still couldn't
you
heal
would be
from a
able
short
to heal
rest.
from a short rest, would you?
Nope.
No,
when I
he's got.
found that.
I mean, cellular regeneration is turned off since this useless device I made. By the
So we
The
way,
short
can't
rest
heal,
wouldn't have
period.
done anything for you, I don't
Yeah.
think.
It doesn't
Sadly-
help.
yeah, and
Oh,
sadly,
it's still
making
in-
this not my worst regret in life.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Don't worry. I'm here to give people redemption, so don't worry about it. I got you.
I didn't ask for any!
Okay, if you say so.
Work on the gun.
All right, so I'm back. Is anybody?
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks. All right. So last we left off with the individuals they had. Cuddles had gone to a different room. Dean had an idea, and you cast silence, so the guards couldn't hear you. Now you're in the other room. Cuddles. A couple things start happening. You feel the silence. They notice the silence, and they start making hand gestures between the two of them. They start communicating. By chance, do you happen to know sign language, or your character?
Oh, let me check my languages. I highly doubt it.
Do you have undercommon?
You mean American Sign Language, British Sign Language, Korean Sign Language?
Hold on. I don't think.
I didn't think
I
that
have
was
so
a-
many sign languages.
Because every culture has their own.
If you have undercommon, I'll give it to you.
I actually have like 0 languages. I think I have common, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They are having a
But-
I have
conversation with each
undercommon.
other.
Listen. We are a very racist society in the technocracy.
I've got undercommon.
You're not in the room.
Don't worry, they can talk amongst themselves all they want. If they were going to try something, they would have tried something out there with a bazillion other guards that would totally have backed us up.
Okay, so they
I
start.
mean, you also have your safety whistle, so no worries.
And I have Ironhorn perched on your shoulder.
All right,
And
so
I could kill them.
as they're talking, the
Mhm.
dwarf looks over and is kind of like doing the hand gestures back and forth, and then the dwarf looks at the elf. The elf nods and starts moving a little bit over towards the window. And he crouches down, and he lays out, and he starts meditating. And the dwarf moves over by the door and just stands there.
I need to talk
Okay.
to that man. He can
Yeah.
meditate.
Well, it's an elf. It's
It's a nice thing.
they're weird. Anyway, weird, but not crazy.
Scary.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, maybe it is crazy.
Maybe he's just tired.
Maybe they're just terrible
Sometimes
guards.
I get tired.
All right. You're pretty sure they just basically set up the watch shift.
Oh,
Why do
cool.
they get tired?
I mean, it is midnight.
Okay.
Mm. Good thing I don't sleep.
Yeah. Is there a piece of paper handy for me?
Yeah, there'd be like a notebook and like a little quill next to like the bed.
Okay. Well, a little bit of calligraphy, and I go do, and I hand it to the dwarf, saying, "Do you want me to take a shift?"
He looks at you for a moment. He looks. He just shakes his head like back and forth, with a grin on his face.
Thumbs up
Okay.
for you, dwarf.
I'm gonna say that one is. Don't tell me. I don't know. I don't want to be racist.
Speaking of racist, I may or may not have a list of racial slurs in a tab.
Don't.
What?
How about
D&D racial slurs, not real racial slurs.
Oh, that makes me feel slightly better.
let's
Anyway.
let's go with maybe not. We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah. We'll throw
That's
that
the
into
classic
chat.
knife-ear thing.
Hey,
If you ever
Jason?
cast a spell vicious mockery, sure, but otherwise, keep it to yourself.
Fine.
I mean, that is pretty
Okay,
vicious.
so anyway, I'm done. I'm listening in with my the telepathy being poured into my brain.
You're not. It has
Okay,
to be,
fair enough.
it has to be somebody he can see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
insight.
sadness is me. Anyway, okay, then I'm just going to listen in as a player, assuming you might fill me in later telepathy-wise.
No, we'll just tell you that the whole thing was the silence while you were still in the room. I just used telepathy to talk to you to overcome that, but we're doing this now, so yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright. So,
Mhm.
I tend to be rather good at getting information, you know. And,
Yes.
remember that whole conversation we had about going to space?
Yes.
Yes,
There's this conversation about that? Was I there
Yeah.
for this?
you were there for this.
I
Sorry,
don't
I'm
think
dumb.
he
I
was,
forget things.
actually.
No, he was
I
when
think
George's
this was
dad was on. Well, we've had it a couple of times though. So when we were
True.
actually on the ship and we were when they did the surprise thing, right? He had immediately went onto the ship to pick his room. And that's when they were having another conversation about what their goal was going to be in finding the ship captains and whatnot.
So I
Not
was
captains,
in my
but-
room. I wasn't there for that, probably.
Well, I mean, you were on the ship and you were nearby. It is more than likely that they were not being quiet about this.
Okay.
You were there
Plus,
for that.
I was a part of that conversation, and I am the least quiet person on Sharadon.
Yeah. No, I promise you were there for this. You know that we can go to space.
Well, if he did, he knows now.
Right. Well, for that, Hizu, you said something about mages having some crystal, right?
Probably.
Well,
Mhm.
take a look at this. And I hand him the letter.
Yeah, what's this now?
It's, there's the quite good possibility that we could obtain that crystal while we're here.
Who gave you
Stealing?
this information?
Stealing from my home country? I'm in!
Who gave you that information?
Well, that's, I can't disclose sources.
Is this a setup?
Oh boy, I hope
Why-
not.
I thought we were talking
Give
about
it-
Cuddle's trial. This is not that.
Did he have some
No.
sort of... Was he trying to have some sort of southern accent?
This is suspect.
Did
Well-
it not cross your mind that he was trying to capture us?
Not really, but I think if he was trying to capture us, he wouldn't have, done it this way.
I think he was trying to make us
I think this is a
or
setup.
whatever.
And
Yeah, I
besides, it's,
think
friends from my
he's gonna
past
steal
coming to help
something.
me, just so you know.
Who from
mean,
your
yeah.
past?
We
Friends,
don't know
I don't
much
have
about
to
your
disclose
past.
everything to you.
I mean, but you're talking about a really big heist in a place where we're already on trial. I would
Absolutely,
like to know some
and they'd
detail.
never expect it.
Alright.
I think that these
What
people could
are
be
we
actual
doing?
allies.
Are we going to be doing this during the trial?
Well, honestly, I think I could get in there and get it by myself.
don't
I
know
just
if we
want to
should
clear it
steal
with you guys.
I don't know
Alright.
if we should steal it.
Hold on. What are you trying to steal?
A
device
gravitation
makes-
crystal that would allow our ship to go into space.
And they just have this lying around, just like tons of them.
No, it's locked up in a vault. But hey, I have the floor plans to said vault.
Hey, so I thought you said you could just make one if we got you the right forge.
Yes, I could, but if we had the right forge.
So
Well,
why
it-
can't we make that still our plan?
Because
this
it
is
takes so much time and resources that we don't really have.
Yeah, also this is
would be
quicker
just
and
a
easier.
snatch and grab.
This could burn a bridge
Hold on.
very quickly.
Me? I am saying this with all seriousness. They burnt that bridge to me centuries ago. I am never working with these people again.
Hazel, in all seriousness, we as a group need allies, and unfortunately, you have none. So we have to
Hey,
make some
I have the
friends.
Dragon's Bane! I have the Dragon's Bane!
No.
They don't want me dead!
Okay,
Really?
we'll
Why is
see
that?
how long that lasts.
I gave them Dragonators 100 years ago. Or several hundred years ago.
Do I know what
I'm sure they'll
Dragonators
keep that
are?
in mind.
There's these giant steam-powered spears.
DM, would I know what those are?
Are you trying to say you invented dragon lances?
I don't know what... I said Dragonators because I was playing Monster Hunter at this time, and I don't know what
That's what I
Dragon
thought he
Lances
was
are.
saying, but yeah.
Basically, they're like magically powered lances that would do more damage, extra damage to dragons. But
I'm talking about like a big steam-powered stick that pokes monsters in Monster Hunter.
yeah, you would have an idea what that would actually be.
I mean,
Huh. You made those.
more to the point, allies are important.
Less made, more rediscovered and gave.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah, it was either that or they would hunt me to my grave. And I have to say, they are the worst people to be hunted by in all of Shardan. And I have been hunted by everybody on this continent.
So
Yeah.
again, allies are important. We do have maybe a possible world crisis that's going to happen in which we're supposed to be bringing cultures and people together. It feels like after we're, done stealing from these people and we get set on trial while we're doing it, maybe we make, another enemy or 18, because I'm sure they have friends.
Just a heads up, because this might actually be relevant. Wells with Kivara, before we split up, she said she was gonna try and get back to her plane to get irrefutable evidence of her claims, and that if the city falls, just be ready for that. So I'm wondering, Dean, are you trying to steal the same thing she is?
That's a good question. Hey,
should
DM,
like a
would
shifter.
taking that crystal cause the city to fall? Would I know that?
No. You have a pretty good idea that the crystal powering the city will be too large for you guys to carry, at all.
Okay, yeah. So no, we're not after the same exact thing.
Okay, good. Because, if you were gonna do something
Wait.
that...
You
Yeah.
asked two different questions, though. So I think Allegrax is asking if Kivara and Dean are after the same item, and
Right,
Dean
and
asked
that-
if the item that you're after is the thing that's keeping this place
Yes.
afloat.
Which answered the
But-
question that
But
since
Kivara
the
could be.
Kivara could be,
We
but
don't-
we don't know that. We just know that Kivara and I aren't after the same thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That doesn't. Yeah, it didn't fix anything.
Okay.
But guys, allies, we need them. We don't have any. We have none. We have not
Right.
one. The
And
one
how do
people
you
we
plan
thought were
on
allies.
getting allies with people who are allied with the enemy?
If we
That
could
is
always go
what
to the
we-
Dragon's Bane and ask for allies. They're the one.
God.
They're the one country on this earth that doesn't want me dead.
I think
We are
people
excluding you from the allies talk.
who are already allied with Mechanus are out of the question for us right now.
I'm unsure if they're truly
yeah.
allied with the Mechanus. It could just be a marriage of convenience, in which case we can just divorce them and get them on
Well,
our side.
what
We can
happens?
rebound.
What happens the moment we separate them? Don't you think that would be cause enough to trigger the invasion to start?
We've.
Well, so
but then they're on
I
our
think
side.
keeping-
But then
I
they're
think-
still on our side.
No,
we have
I mean,
no telling how far they have planted their roots in
What I'm
the
saying is-
Mages Council.
if the Mages Council decides to do away with Mechanus, I think that would cause the invasion to start.
Okay. We don't know
We
that.
cannot split them up at this point in time.
This is all
You
assuming
think
that
that-
everything Kivara has told us is true.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
for
mean-
all we know, Kivara could be the bad guy and is duping us.
Even if it's not true, we don't like the Mechanus. We would like to get rid of them. I am certain that will still take allies to do. Regardless, even if the thing that Kivara says is not true, we don't like the Mechanus. We don't like the technocracy. We want to get rid of them. It's going to take more than 5 of us to do that.
Well, the way I look at it is, we live in a world where we have literal god slayers. So, if things come to it, I'm pretty sure they'll step in too.
I may be past my prime, but I'm still
Oh my
standing
God.
here.
I'm not saying getting allies is not a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. I'm saying our allies are not going to be with the Mage Council.
Who are they going to be? I don't understand why not.
Because if we split them from Mechanus, it could be cause to trigger an invasion.
We don't have to publicly split them, but they can still be on our side. We can have private conversations. The Mechanus never has to know that we're planning on double crossing them. It doesn't have to be as black and white as they get split right now. We can still convince them to be on our side.
May? There might be some sleeper agents from the Mechanus in the, whatever this organization, Mages Council.
That is the least surprising thing I've heard all day. That still doesn't change the fact of what I said.
We don't know how
If there
far those
are-
roots go, May.
We know
For all
that
we
they have
know-
only been here for a month or two because the sleepy thingy happened like a month ago and they came 3 days after that.
Didn't it happen like 2.5
No,
months
it
ago at this point?
Yes,
The
2.5 months ago.
The Night of Thousand Screams happened about 2 months ago, and the Candace offered their assistance literally about 2 to 3 days later.
Right. So again, if they have fully infiltrated an entire society in less than 2 months, then fuck us. They're more charming than anybody else I've ever met. These people do not seem like trusting human beings. They seem like it was just a convenient people who came and offered help and nobody else did because they're a fucking flying city in the sky.
Fair enough. The question is, like, if we do befriend them, right?
Which I'm never going to do.
Okay, understood, Hisu. You won't befriend them.
We can befriend them, that's fine. We just gotta make sure we do it in a way that does not split them.
I agree. I don't have a problem with that part. I think that stealing this thing right here today feels more of a setup than anything else. Or maybe we take our time and we plan for a long con to get that thing, right? Or if we still have Hizu who could make one, we need to find a God Forge anyway to do the giant thing. So it's still like the plan is still planning. Even if we don't do this heist. Somebody please convince me to do the heist. God damn it. I want a heist today.
No.
Okay, so just a reminder though, Easy rolled high enough on his intelligence roll to know that he cannot fabricate one of these things.
Oh, wait, what? I thought we just had to find a God Forge.
No, Hizu knows that he can craft the thing, but he himself cannot create the power source. That is the crystal. He can fabricate the engine that it goes into, but he cannot actually create the gravity crystal.
Yeah, it's kind of, I need a lot of power.
I didn't know this was the dilemma.
Unless you have some spare magical god crystals laying in your back pocket, I'm not making a gravity crystal.
Well, let's look at it like this then. How easy was it for them to find us with just this stupid rod that we're here for right now?
A few hours.
Yeah, so if
they were tracing the rod, not us, though.
Yeah, so
Would they
if
not have
you
a tracker
steal this
on their
thing and they
crystals?
trace that thing, how quickly do you think they'll find us?
Sure.
Dean, who has good survival. Thank you.
Okay. Did they track you or did they track the campfire?
Campfire, probably. That would... Because they were at the... They were at the ruin place before then, and then they teleported right next to the campfire.
Why didn't they go to the fucking tower or whatever that had the smoke?
Because the campfire was where people were.
No,
yeah, if there's a campfire, there's probably people by there, May.
There was no tower with smoke. What was there?
The mausoleum. Yes, they were shooting
They were at the
rockets into
mausoleum.
the sky.
That's where they were. They were probably looking for the divine disruptor there, but then they saw the fire and they came over to us.
Also, do we really want to be on the run a fucking again?
I've been on the run for half my life, May. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, it seems like half this crew have some kind of bounty on their head.
I have all of them.
True. I think it's only 2 people.
Well,
as far as I know.
Well, you got a whole thing. Cuddles is literally here right now for crimes.
I don't have a bounty.
I
have a court date. There's no bounty.
Yeah, we're like literally all of you are in trouble with the law somehow.
We've all been matlocked.
A court. Anyway, regardless, do we want to be on the run again from a flying tower city thing?
I've already pissed them off a few times. I can deal with it again.
Not. I know I'm not here, but there's a distinct possibility this tower might not be flying for much longer.
Damn.
I'd ask to elaborate, but you're not here.
Well, Kivara. What do you mean? Kivara made a threat, or promise maybe, that if the city starts falling, implying that it would be her fault, then we just need to, fly.
Yeah, I must have forgotten about that.
Yeah, I literally just said that.
I mean, if that's the case,
Yeah, to
then
be fair, I mean, if that happens,
go and steal it.
yeah. So here's
go and
my
steal
take
it.
on this, my personal take. I don't want any part of this. So if you want to steal it, that's on you.
You will be associated with it regardless unless you turn us in.
I just might, if it comes to it.
As far as that goes, he's also associated with Hizu now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're kind of, if your ideal was to stay,
Well, look at it like this, mate. It's not a problem
Sure.
until it becomes my problem. Like with the Fey Queen, or Fey whatever we ran into.
all of this has become.
I was
Why are you traveling?
completely willing to throw Hizu, no offense, but yeah, I think you can understand where I'm coming. I'm completely ready to throw him under a bus in case he was gonna wipe all of us out. So it's like I have no problem with
Don't worry,
whatever you guys
I
want to do.
understand where you're coming
God
from.
damn it,
Yeah,
Although I
yeah.
still would have came back to seek revenge.
Yeah, that's fine, Ed. You would have earned it. But here, yeah, that's my take. I don't
So
care
you're
until
willing
it
to
becomes
throw
my
any
problem.
of us under the bus at any point in time.
If you become a serious problem to me,
Can I draw my weapon? Like, what are you saying?
yeah.
What
Guys, you literally saw me net Hizu. May you help me net Hizu to stop him.
From
I was
hurting a
absolutely
child?
ready to
Absolutely.
throw him to the wolves if it meant.
Yeah, that's right. You were the one that caused my capture.
Hold on.
Here's
Slow
the
down.
deal.
Slow down. Slow down.
Here's the deal. What other way do we obtain the crystal?
A long con.
Don't
We
know.
can ask for it when we earn their favor in a few months.
I don't know. How did
Have to
they
be
obtain the
tonight.
crystal?
You mean in a few months when they have this place locked down again? If
Why
we're
does it
going
have
to
to
take
be
it, we take it while they're still rebuilding.
Not with this man threatening to turn us in.
Hey,
I'm not doing
that's only if
anything
it
with
becomes
him.
my problem. Like,
We're
if you
going
get
I'm not
to
into
doing
get it.
anything with you.
We're going
But,
to need to get it in the future anyways.
regardless, I'm out. I don't want to be a part of that. If you
You're
guys want to
already
be
a part of it. What do you mean?
yeah.
I'm so
And I'm gonna
confused.
get up and walk out.
Alagrax,
I'm walking
You're
out.
not leaving this
Yep.
room.
Alagrax, you
Listen
say
to
a
me.
word to this, and I will hunt you
Uh,
down to the end of the earth.
Yep.
Can I put you
listen
to
to
sleep?
me.
Are you casting a spell on me as I'm trying to leave?
I'm gonna put you to sleep
That's
if you're trying to leave.
yeah.
My
Roll your
goodness.
spell.
All right.
You can wake him back up. It doesn't hurt him. It literally puts him
I'm
to
just
sleep.
trying
Nobody
to
is harmed.
I'm just trying to say, Alagrax, you
No,
are
I'm
already
literally walking. I'm not saying these things. I'm describing my actions right now. I'm not
Yes,
saying.
and I'm speaking as you're doing so.
Yeah. Okay.
Alagrax, you are already pretty much part
And the door
of a
opens.
space pirate crew.
And I walk out.
No, you can't
Hold on,
because I'm
hold
fast
on.
asleep.
Okay, wait a second.
Do you cast your spell, Meg? Or are you gonna let me
Yeah,
walk out?
absolutely.
All right.
Eh,
No.
Oh, wait.
let's go look at this.
That's going to require initiative. Give me a second to set up the map.
Okay.
Whilst you're setting up the map, can I make a history check
Ooh.
to find out where they originally got the gravity crystals?
That would be great.
Yeah, go ahead.
9.
Can you
would
flash
not know
this
the
yourself?
That has been a very closely guarded secret for quite some time.
Fucking secrets.
Hazel, what's your library use like?
Hmm.
Right?
What do you mean by that? What books do I check out?
Well, I mean, like, if we put you in a library, would you be able to locate maybe the secret tomes that have history in it?
I don't know, maybe. I'd probably just go to the manga section if not.
I mean, in this place, right? Because, like, we're going to be getting our advocate people, and we could meet them in the library. And then...
You want me to hunt down ancient tomes in a library, May?
Maybe? Question mark? Asking? Verifying?
Alright then. I technically haven't done any archaeological things in 300 years, but I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, I think that could be a nice thing
All right,
while we're
those
talking to the lawyer.
tokens.
Yes. But that's a good point. We could see if maybe they found them in like a crater or if they had
Okay, who
extraction.
left? Oh, it's just Cuddles.
And they're back.
Goes into the room. Iron's over
I hope
there.
nobody. Well, at least we had the 3 suites rented out. Or 3 rooms. Sorry, east facing.
These aren't coming out of our pockets, right?
The rooms tonight? No. If we stay past the 2 days for the trial, possibly.
The damages.
Eh. We already
just
fixed
gonna
the
mend it.
door!
I thought we were mending it.
Yeah, I can just mend it right now. I thought I was mending it whilst Cuddles was leaving.
Alright, give me a second.
Question mark, maybe?
Okay.
No, I thought Cuddles mended it before he left.
Alright, you guys see that? You have control of your tokens.
Yes, I can move.
Oh, shit.
Which one? Where's the door?
No, the Dracolich is here!
The door is here.
Zoom in.
Why is the
no, I-
Dracolich here?
Where's the Draculich?
And the initiative.
Oh. Because... Let me erase all that start over. Because I think you guys started rolling initiative before I cleared it.
Oh. Got it.
Alright, so at this point...
Oh, wait, but I can't touch my token.
Can I be heard?
You can, yes.
And
Welcome
now...
back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping my 4. That's more in line with what he would do.
There we go.
Alright, you should be able to have control of your tokens.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, roll your initiatives.
If I must.
Oh, I'm not even here. Of course I'm not here.
Yeah, you wouldn't even hear any of this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're hearing spirit.
I'll put myself on roll just cuz.
Okay, that's cool.
You know, in case things go way south.
Like they already aren't as we roll initiative.
As if
Hey, they
we
could go even more south!
concentrating, then we've got.
Because I'm going to
silence.
have to ask these guards for help. You guys are
You're
really
under
screwed.
silence, yeah.
Yeah, they're not hearing nothing.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know,
other
things
rooms are
could start
empty.
go... I don't know, things could get so bad we could break into the other room.
Alright, so first of all,
I hope not. Yeah.
because you guys were about there. Let me see. Spell. Let's see, 20 feet. All right.
What
20.
the heck is that?
That would be the silence.
Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20. That's a 20-foot radius, right?
It's pretty.
So,
eh.
about like that. Okay. So, first up would be May. Wait, let me get something ready for.
wait.
And the silence spell would be over in the room with the gods in it.
So, it would be more. This is a 5, 10. Okay, so more like that.
Row 5d8. Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't even work on
Okay.
him. Because you had to beat his hit points. I'm pretty sure he's like over 100 hit points at this point.
Me?
Is he? He's hurt.
Yeah, no, my max
he's
is 85, and we still haven't healed from fighting the dragon.
Right.
Oh, right.
So I couldn't I? He's
Yeah.
hurt.
You technically could, yeah. So roll your 5d8.
Just hope you don't get a 5.
Well then,
All right. So what
That
is your
hope
current
was
hit
not
point
long-lasting.
total for Aligrax?
Currently, I'm at 30.
Okay, that has no effect on him.
no, I didn't.
All right, Dean.
Aligrax, you are part of a pirate crew, and
Izu's not in the initiative. Oh, yeah, there you are. Sorry.
we do definitely need you to sit here and talk. I do have an other plan if you are not down with the heist.
I'll wait till my turn.
That's why I'm asking everybody, is because if we want to heist, we heist. Otherwise, we will find another way. I'm just trying to talk about it.
Okay. Are you doing anything else? Just talking?
Just talking.
Okay. Now it's Aligrax.
All right. So I know that spell hit me, right?
Yeah,
You know she cast something at you, but doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
yeah. I mean, I think it has like the verbal component too, though, right? Wouldn't I just say sleep?
You good, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say sleep, like I did for the what's it called? The other prisoner.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to deal with that first. DM,
Yes.
is this a window here?
That is not.
Okay.
Well, we're east facing. Can't we see the sunrise? I thought that's why they
The
gave
windowless
us the room.
Actually,
That is
yeah.
a telescope.
Well, yeah, they gave us east-facing rooms. I assume because
No,
the
you chose
sunrise
an
would be
east-facing
beautiful
room, yeah.
here, so there should be a window.
Actually, you would be correct. There would be a window there. Second
Yeah,
floor.
who would put a telescope facing a wall?
I mean, I don't know. I just figured we'd have a window to watch the sunset in the morning. Sunrise, Jesus. Sunset was hours ago.
But yes, you would have a window.
All right. I can't move my token. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, I just didn't have the symbol, so I thought I could move it. So, as you cast that and it hits me, I'm gonna look back at you. And, DM, I'm actually gonna send this to you first, because I want it to be up to you if I can do this or not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, message you real quick.
All right.
I'm actually really excited for Hizu to have a library montage.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to pull out every single book to see if that'll work.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that would be hilarious.
What am I gonna do? Probably just gonna roll like a few perception checks and fail, because
I would assume it would be like just like an intelligence check, right? Like recognize how a library works and then library.
what? Library isn't a verb. Neither do I.
The verb. I fully believe that you would be able to find the lore books that they're trying to hide from us.
Yeah, when it comes to things that I don't really have a basis for, I have the creativity of a sea cucumber, so I don't know what to do in this situation.
I genuinely think it would just be an intelligence roll.
I
Maybe
don't.
like 4 of them.
I think that
I know I'm not here, but
Yeah.
my background was that of an academic. I can do research. The idea was that I had access to a whole bunch of technocracy data reels that I could do research on, but I do have that ability.
Okay.
Hey,
Said,
Yeah.
I'm in silence. Goodbye.
Fair.
May, as you cast the spell and I feel it hit me, but don't feel it affecting, I'm gonna stop, look back at you with my one eye, and you're gonna see this come into your mind.
Oh, it's on Discord. Fuck. Is it meant to be intimidating? How am I supposed to feel about it?
Think of this on like a cosmic scale, looking down on you.
So another Tuesday? Am I talking to a matter?
No,
What
so
I
you know those things of like zooming out, like the size of the universe, kind of thing. It zooms out into bigger and bigger things.
so a meditation wheel? I'm a paladin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you would probably have
To
be
be,
more in tune with that.
yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
she just had a conversation with a mountain-sized god like yesterday.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like
fine.
concerned. I'm like, wait, am
Yeah, but
I?
this is like comparing the size of a mountain to the size of like the largest star we know of.
Right, but imagine like
I have a one true god.
it's more of a situation. You can go ahead and attempt to roll an intimidation, but because
Yeah,
intimidation
I didn't
persuasion
know.
is completely different when it comes to like rolling against a person, because she gets to choose how she takes it.
Okay.
It's her character. She gets the choice of how it like works, as opposed to like
Yeah, and I
Right, I would think you're sending me like a reminder of like my god and my deity, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. So what am I doing? Am I inciting?
you would just go ahead and like he's trying to give you like he's trying to like cosmically Cthulhu you with the like impression of the universe, but how would May take that as being like? I mean,
I would
Yeah,
genuinely
well,
think you were trying to remind me of my values and the things that I care about and the God that I worship and the things that he offers me and how I work to serve his interests.
I think you gotta look at this like as like this
Yeah.
is like looking a dragon in the fucking eye as it looks down on you, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is God. Yeah, yeah, that's a good thing.
I mean, I also love dragon. Like,
Fair enough.
I'm not. I think that you just.
literally anyone else would have had a different reaction.
Yes.
Right.
You chose the one person to
I
do this to
agree.
who has
And
like the most weird mindset.
like Hizu would be
Exactly.
panicking. May's just kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
pretty.
I think
It's so
Easy would be
cool.
kind of
Thank
fine.
you. Thank you for instilling in me the values that I already had, and I appreciate the thoughtfulness with which you've done this. You've given me another glimpse at all the things that I care about and I respect. And I couldn't think of a better gift, in all honesty. But that's not your intention, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
You can take it any way you want. So I think you would, from what it sounds like, if I'm understanding correctly, May would take this as he is trying to remind May of the value of who she is, what she is supposed to do, what she is, her whole thing about being a paladin,
Yeah.
being a servant to a mater, and that's probably not heist oriented. Is my
No, I
guess.
agree. I'm
That's-
still anti-heist. I was more upset about the turning a thin.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm still May is anti-heist. Me, the player character, I would love a heist right now. But
Well,
no,
I
May
spent
is
5 damn hours on this thing. I'm like, someone
I
take the bait.
really want
No,
to.
you don't.
But like
You don't have to. I've got contingencies for this stuff, so it's good.
I know, but it's just May is not the person who would go on
Yeah,
the heist.
that's fair.
But I really want to. I really want to.
Okay,
I'm so
again,
mad.
not here, but
Mhm.
we have a good possibility of this city falling to pieces. And then it
Mm.
wouldn't be a heist, it would be called liberation of property doomed to be destroyed.
Can I just get
And I'm-
confirmation that this is like a UK thing, though? That they stole all these artifacts and claiming them as their own?
Probably
don't
not
know.
a UK thing, but definitely on. Well, I mean, I definitely pulled like lawyerism, going, "Oh, this is intellectual property."
Mm.
You
Definitely think it
I didn't.
Roll, actually,
Yeah.
May, roll me a history.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I do have one more knowledge from a past life if
Okay.
I need it. So let's find out. I didn't need it.
Do you want to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if I'm not competing against another person. Just a D6. Oh, this turn order is in the way. Just a D6.
All right.
Yeah, I got a 4.
The DC was 25.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So this is actually very hard information to come by. For whatever reason, no matter somehow, somewhere you ran across some information, or perhaps Grandma did, that this is more of a situation where it was discovered first and monopolized by the Mages Association that eventually became the Council of Magi. It's more like finding like a company, like a massive corporation finding a lithium mine and then preventing everybody else from getting it while they reap the resources.
That's not ethical. I think.
But it's also about a few hundred years ago, so.
That does change things, though, in all honesty. Because that's not fair. That doesn't help people. And in my mind, George deserves to go on the adventure that his parents always wanted him to.
Wait a minute.
I think that's fair. I think if we heisted just a little bit, it would be okay. I think just like a tiny baby heist would be pretty cool. If we can guarantee that either this place is going down in the end, or maybe if we can liberate something else and return it to, or bring it to the world in a way that is fulfilling. Dean, is there anything else that you know that's in there?
Haven't
Oh wait,
declared.
I'm sorry. Alegrax, are you still leaving? The thing happened and I got distracted.
All right, yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
So Allegra actually sent that image. Mary acted
Yep.
the way she did.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
back into initiative order. Now it's
Sorry.
Hizu's turn.
What the hell is going on? I genuinely don't know what to do in this situation.
I mean, I will just say I used a non-lethal form of communication, and so did Alegrax at this point. So, Hizu, take that as you will. There was no intent to harm from either of us
Okay.
right now.
Am
in
I
this
shooting Alegrax to keep him silent or not?
No.
I did not do that. And
No,
I did not make any intent to do that.
I think you guys are misinterpreting what's it. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but as
he's
soon as...
saying we
That's
can.
what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
have
but
no
it's-
plan to turn us in. I'm just trying to get him to stay so I can talk to you guys about
I
other
agree.
freaking options.
Yeah, from what I said, it's
I
like, you can
agree.
do it, and
Yeah.
whatever, but if, the authorities come knocking, I'm not defending you.
Yes.
All
and
right,
that's
all
fair.
right. I'll just have a bomb placed on you before we
The
go.
reason I have you guys all here is because I want to talk about our options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I made it perfectly clear that don't want to be
he
part of
just
it, and that's
doesn't
why I'm
want any
walking
part
out.
of it.
Yeah.
And does intend to turn us in if
But-
the need arises.
No, I don't intend turning anyone in. It's if authorities come knocking,
Right.
hey,
He's
I'm
gonna
not putting
spill
my
the
neck on the line.
beans.
Need arises.
Hizu
right?
knows this personally. Hizu knows I will absolutely throw him at least under a bus.
I do just
Yes,
want to
yes,
clarify,
I
you
understand
didn't-
and respect
Yeah.
the mindset.
but do
Although
wanna
I will
clarify,
shoot
didn't
you in
throw him
revenge.
under the bus.
Yeah,
When
but
we did the net thing, it was only Ember who was there. The mom figure, the parental figure, was not there at the time. So at the time, we were only protecting a child from Hizu.
no,
that way they
she
could
was
do their
I was a
absolutely
30-year-old,
there.
not a child.
But anyways, this is Hizu turn. What are you doing with your turn?
Yes.
There's nobody to shoot, so I guess I'm just gonna look at the camera on Ironhorn.
Okay, you kind of see it's like an elf kind of currently sleeping and a dwarf smiling at Cuddles.
Heh.
Does he have his whistle out? Hizu, is the whistle out?
I don't know, no, I guess I check if the whistle's out.
Whistle does not apparently seem to be out.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
You know, the
whistle
funny
is
thing
not
is,
out.
when you're looking through Ironhorn's eyes, you can't see or hear anything from your own body.
What do you mean?
That's how that spell works.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Your
I
consciousness goes
understand.
in, you're familiar.
Right.
I have it flavored as I just look at a screen.
You've got your like headphones on, noise canceling
Right,
headphones
yeah,
on,
You're,
Yes.
eyes glued to a screen.
you're like tunnel vision onto the screen. Okay.
Yeah, I have to keep my complete focus on it.
All right. Gonna run through initiative one more time. May, what are you doing?
Are you still
I'm
walking
still
out the door?
fucking looking at you because you are crossing a line here.
Which line?
Find out.
You just sent me a very peaceful image, so I'm
But I don't know
fine.
that.
like I don't know what you want from me.
What are you doing,
fine.
May? What are you doing?
Nothing. You just sent me a peaceful image. I assumed the fight was over and that I'm fine.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that your turn?
Okay. So,
Oh, absolutely. Well, I do want to clarify. If you see the whistle, please alert us.
You don't know anything about the whistle, I think. Or what do you
No, the whistle. I know about the whistle.
The safety whistles Dean gave us.
Yes. The safety whistles. Everybody has one.
I think what I meant to say was you have no idea what he's doing.
Oh. Oh, in that case.
You see a
He's
slight
gonna
color
get you in the
change in my
library tomorrow.
goggles. That's about it.
Yeah, that'd be a
Oh,
bit
that's fair. I
metagamey to
wouldn't
be
be able
like,
to tell.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I do want you to know about the whistles.
No, I know about the whistles. I'm just saying, like, you can't be like, hey, what's he doing in that room? Because, metagame.
Yeah. In that case, no, I'm fine.
Okay. Dean?
I'd just like you to stay and hear us out, because there are other options other than stealing. I'm just trying to get through them all. Thing is, Alagrex, whether you like it or not, you've been with us long enough that you're a part of this crew, and you need to stand by and help us make decisions whenever we make decisions.
I'm gonna look at Dean confused because what? He just sent me images of peace. What is happening? Why are you antagonizing?
You can't just walk out whenever we do something you don't like. You have to stay here, and you've gotta listen, hear us through, and then decide. Because every one of us has a say in what we do now.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
all right. Elgrex.
I'll slightly turn to you, Dean, so my one eye's looking at you. And then I'll send you the same image, because why not?
Oh my goodness.
I'm curious what you're sending them.
I know, right? That's why I'm doing it individually. To make you guys
I mean,
feel
it's pretty
FOMO.
good.
I'm using FOMO against you.
Maybe I can.
Fear of
have
missing
another.
out.
Yeah. Or this is an attempt to convert everybody to be paladins. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, so technically, you only know that he is doing something with Dean.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I mean, and
Yeah.
this could be a good
So
plan.
it's
There
only
should-
a
there
7
should
on you. though.
Definitely be no paladins of FOMO.
But with that, I'll speak telepathically and vocally to you, Dean, directly, and be like, I've listened. I've said I don't want to be part of that. I've said my piece. We're all fucking adults. We can make our own decisions. I have no problem being with you. But I don't want to be part of this. If you don't like that, fucking deal with it.
And that's
I'm gonna
why I'm
walk out.
saying you sit and you
I
wait
walk
for
out.
other options.
Okay, hold on. All right, so you take your.
Well, now
you're
he's in the silent.
going out the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
In the silence.
Finish up. Hizu. Algrax walks out the door. You do anything?
Yes, I take out my laptop and I don't know.
Start playing games.
Go play solitaire on it.
get started on the research. I really want this to be a research week. I'm just saying.
Yes. You think I'm doing research? I just pulled up solitaire.
I'm fully
I don't
convinced
actually
that
know how to
he's
play solitaire in
dedicated.
real life. I just pull up
Solitaire
solitaire.
is so fun.
That gnome is playing Galaga. He thinks he doesn't. Anyone notice it? I see him there.
Hey, I got that
see it.
reference.
I sure as hell didn't.
I will. You know what? You know what, Jesus? We schedule like 48 hours, and we'll watch the MCU together.
Oh my god, we should.
I'd be down for it.
Just
Alright.
still ones with Robert Downey Jr. though, please.
I mean, yeah, it goes all the way to Endgame, so I'll go with it. Alright, so anyway,
It was
okay,
like-
so we are now
Yeah.
out of initiative.
Sorry.
So a couple things I'm going to need from people. Okay, so start off. Alex walked out the door and just went down the hallway.
To wherever room I have, I guess.
Yeah. So,
You
alright,
well,
so-
4 and 5 are occupied, so there's still 6. But 6 was told it's supposed to be for Hizu because he has Blade Wolf.
that's
Do we
all right.
want to make this more fun and make it that we all met in my room? So I have to like, come on, my room.
Yes.
Like, this is my
I mean,
room.
I
Oh, you-
assume we kind of had
You
to.
stormed out of your
Because-
room.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's 2 beds each room.
Do,
and
do we
have
want to
4, 5,
do that,
and
or do we not want to do that?
Technically,
I mean, I
you,
assume we had
you
to.
got 3 rooms. You guys could manage however you wanted. You're just thinking like
Oh,
2
yeah.
people each, and then like because Hizu's there, you get like Blade Wolf, you get a single one.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so we'll start off.
But 6 is open. Sorry.
Okay, so 6 is open. All right. So what is Dean doing? What is Dean's response to this?
Well, I'll have a talk with him later.
Okay. All right, May. What is your reaction?
I mean, he's already left.
Okay.
So, in terms of the heist, do you happen to know if there's anything else in the vault area? Maybe that could have been also.
No, I haven't a
pulled from the
clue, and
vault.
that's
Okay.
why I'm here talking to you guys, is because if I take it, it brings trouble to all of you, and that's why I need to talk to you.
But would you
Why
be
I
able
need
to
this to
tell
be
us
a
little
group
bit
decision.
about that source of yours? Because, like, I'm still a little paranoid.
Again, I'm not here,
Mm.
and I wasn't there when everything was handed out. But it is suspected that the vault contains that.
Yeah, that's true. We only have the like layout. We don't have the actual details about
Yeah, you don't know what's
like
actually in the vault.
exactly what's held inside. It could be like a giant dragon sleeping, for all we know.
All right. So hold
Maybe
on.
I'm dragon.
Hold on for the conversation real
Yeah.
quick. All right, Hizu,
Mhm.
are you doing anything?
Nothing of note aside from occasionally checking the Cuddles channel and attempting to learn solitaire.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
researching.
Cuddles, are you doing anything? Sleeping, powering down. You're on mute if you're responding.
Sorry, I didn't want you guys to hear me eating.
No problem.
No. I am still in the zone of the silence, yes?
You're technically just outside of it, but yeah, you won't be able to hear anything going on over there.
Fair enough. And honestly, I'm walking. I'm walking everywhere around this room.
Okay.
Oh,
Restless and
do you
having fun
find?
with your new legs.
Yeah, bump, bump, bump. New legs.
Oh.
Ba-da-na-na-na. Yeah.
Oh, can you just like
Pretty much.
moonwalk?
Love that.
No, that's an athletics check I am not going to take.
I think that would be acrobatics, actually, dancing.
You know what?
I mean-
Fair enough.
Are you gonna
You've
do the
got a
Devil May
meditating-
Cry?
You've got a meditating
Yeah, no.
roommate, so like that's great.
Basically, this was me just saying I'm doing nothing. I'm not taking up any more time. Boop, boop,
Okay.
boop. Next scene.
You never take up too much time. Don't
He's with the Devil May Cry dance. That's Michael Jackson dance. They just
Yeah,
ripped it off.
I was about to say that before May started talking.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
So, while you're doing the moonwalk, what does Alorax do after he leaves the room?
I'm gonna go back to the empty room, and I'm going to bar the door with my halberd,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna sit down for the night and just try to get over. Like, May just fucking cast a spell on me.
I mean, that's not technically unusual for this particular group, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but it's like, all right. It's like, I'll chalk it up. This is why I'm laying down and processing. Like, okay, I did essentially the same thing to Hizu, so it's fine. Just let it go. And then just meditate on, process it all, lay down.
All right.
Just to confirm, one of us is sleeping on the floor tonight, guys.
I'm going to my secret room.
Well, none of you know I barred the door.
I'm sure they will find out.
Yeah, then maybe I'll let you in.
Seriously, there's 2 beds in my room, and neither of the guards are taking them.
Well, don't you have to sleep at some point?
He's
Are
too
you
excited
like-
with his new legs.
We don't sleep. I know, but 2... Oh, I guess I don't sleep. Huh.
Yeah, I think Cuddle still
don't
needs sleep.
sleep.
Yeah.
I counted
Oh yeah,
wrong.
no, I'm still like all of this weird fluff. I'm still a human being.
What if we gave you wings? That should be your next wish.
Everyone gets wings.
Yes! Yes!
What are you, Oprah?
I already have
You
flying
get
wolf,
wings.
I'm
You
flying.
get wings.
Yes! It would be kind of cool, don't you think? If we were just a group of travelers with wings. Travelers.
Yeah, I don't want wings. I already have a rocket-powered wolf. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, if they're black wings, Hizu, we could call ourselves a murder.
Oh, we could!
I mean, I gave you
The
guys
one-
a flying ship. Like, what more do you want? Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Right?
I'm sorry.
We
I
must
apologize.
have a submarine ship.
Not ungrateful, but okay.
Yeah.
Plus, me with my shiny emerald wings, I'm not sure how well that'll work.
I
Like,
think it would be
Seriously, the DM is
cool.
like, I gave you freaking Santa Claus. What more garbage do you want from me?
Sorry, it was just a thought. I appreciate all of the great things that we get.
All right.
Genuinely.
More things
Yeah.
to murder.
All right. So Agrak storms out. Cuddles is
Yes.
walking around, and it's like Hizu is doing his thing or whatever. So May
Start
and
planning.
Dean are still in the room.
Yeah.
What are you two discussing?
So I would
Hizu
like
nothing?
to again reiterate, I would be more open to a heist of some kind if I thought that there was a way that we could share the spoils of the heist. Either with, our town, our hometown, that I definitely know the name of. Don't tell me.
Widow's Creek.
Widow's
Yeah, that one.
Dawn? Widow's Door?
Widow's Dawn.
Yeah,
Gone.
Widow's
Dawn.
Dawn.
Thanks.
Yep.
Ultimately, I don't have a single clue if there's anything else in there, or if that's even in there. The reason I'm asking you guys is to see if we have a way to get this crystal so we can go into space. The goal we Jord set out for.
I would want more information. I'd want Hizu to do the library use tomorrow, and then obviously when we tell
No.
Cuddles could
Me.
offer to do the library instead.
And that would be fine if we need more time. Another option, which is not nearly as likely to get it for us, is we could buy one.
You-
But
Do
it
you
costs
have the
a lot
money
of
for
money.
one?
You think
I
that
don't
would work?
think so.
I don't know. I mean, we're pretty charming, but I don't know if we're that charming.
It'd cost a literal mountain of gold.
Okay.
And
Do
more
they
like
have
an
any
entire
enemies that
mountain
we could take
range of
down?
gold.
Do they have any enemies we could take down for them or something? Like, is there a favor we could do?
May, we're
I'm
so
not doing
stretched out
any of
as it
these
is.
people a favor.
We're so stretched out as it is. Doing another favor for someone is just going to get us in more trouble.
That's fair.
We have a bucket of unknowns.
I know. I would
Unknown
really
one.
want to do
How
the
will
heist.
how will this trial go?
I don't know.
Unknown 2. What is Chaos Angel Fell from the Sky going to do? ... If the city falls, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
All these things are floating about.
I'm
And
actually
if the
really
city starts to
unhappy about
fall,
that, though. Why would she do that? Like, she knows we're here on trial.
no. Her goal is to take down the Mechanicus. The Mechanicus came in and said, "We're helping you. Your city was falling, and we made it not. It would not be a unwise decision politically to totally make that promise fail."
I think she's just trying to go and get her proof, though, right? Like, I don't think she's trying to undermine the Mechanicus. Well, maybe she is trying to undermine the Mechanicus. I don't know.
She's also an agent of chaos with energies
I
and powers
know.
beyond anything we've faced, except maybe Santa Claus. And that dude, I am not mucking with.
Yeah, I don't. That's another unknown. Because if this, like...
Actually, let me
even if
rephrase
we-
that. That's a dude whose wife I'm not mucking with.
Oh, Mrs. Claus was lovely.
Yeah.
Genuinely lovely.
And she altered bloody reality.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
that's like an everyday
mess.
occurrence for her.
Yeah,
Are we even talking in character anymore?
Yes and no.
I mean, I
Kinda,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
I,
don't hit on Santa Claus. Just as a
I-
favor to all the universe.
damn it. Okay, I'll take it off the bucket list.
I mean,
Thank
Cyrus
you
is still out
kindly.
there.
Daddy Cyrus is available, guys. I
Somebody
did not
just-
find a wedding ring, so there's a chance. But
Broken inside. Thank you kindly, all of you.
Aren't you still supposed to be in the other room? What are you even
yeah.
doing here?
Silence gone down. Guards be
Silence
boring.
would probably be definitely gone down at this point.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Alright,
so
well.
I think
And honestly, anytime I can make an elf like come out of like hypnosis,
oh yeah. Although I do want to
who's
talk to him.
named Guido Pants. So
We do what we
What?
do.
What is his name? Guido and Nimzo.
And I'll help you with that errand during Cuddles' trial. I don't think I'm going to be that much use as a what's it called again? Defendant? Yeah.
witness.
Witness, whatever it's called.
Just before the
I
silence
think
went
I think
down,
it's called if I was to call upon you to verify how great of a
No.
person I am, I would say no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure having me up there would kind of doom you.
Well, yes,
I agree.
particularly because I don't think witness stands are built for robot wolves.
What, you think he wouldn't even go on stand himself?
I think he would ride that wolf up there because it's badass.
Yes, I have a wolf-shaped mobility scooter, and I am a centuries old. You think I wouldn't use it?
I don't know. I don't know. But wait, before the silence spell went down, I do want to clarify that if the place was falling, then perchance.
If the place starts falling, it'll be already too late to grab it.
Would it?
Yes, because we'd be putting our lives at danger with falling buildings around us.
I can
Yes,
fly.
it'd be much too late.
I can fly.
Those of us that can fly could probably take it, as I doubt there's gonna be many guards left.
There's 3 flyers and there's 2 non-flyers. We got it.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw out there, if we rescue a anti-gravity stone while everything is falling, we literally have an anti-gravity stone while everything else is falling.
Yeah, but that's kind of like stealing a battery and expecting power from it. You can't exactly extract the power from it without the specialized tools, too.
Again, 3 flyers, 2 non-flyers. I've
Not
got
to mention, I can cast Enlarge on Blade Wolf and Dean can hitch a ride.
Yeah, 3. I counted you as a flyer. You, me, and Aligrax.
Yeah, and I'm saying I could cast Enlarge on Blade Wolf so Dean could hop on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have the strength to get the other 2. I'm not too worried about the city falling. But I think that if it does start falling, any idea I had of being allies with these people is gone anyway, because we would certainly be getting blamed for that.
No.
No?
On what basis?
That we
are. They consider us beneath notice.
If we arrive and 2 days later the city falls, someone's getting blamed.
We're screwed
I understand me getting blamed. I am a borderline terrorist, but you guys...
we would not be blamed. We would not be blamed as long as the trial goes our way with the disruptor device, and someone is like, "Oh, he just brought it here to disrupt everything." Ba 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 ba. So I'm going to get a very good lawyer. Most likely, all the blame would fall on the Chaos Angel, who showed up
that we brought here.
That's right. We brought her here.
Did we bring her here, or did she bring us?
And also, Aligrax was in the throne room when she was having that
conversation. You guys don't know that.
I mean, we do know that. We know that you went off with her because we were all together when Kivara told them, "Take me to your leader," and then you followed with Kivara and Fornax to go there.
You're right. My bad.
All good things said. Let's find out what happens.
Yeah.
Before we
I'm just saying,
ourselves
in terms of stealing. In terms of stealing, if the city does fall, our ideas of being allies is gone anyway. If we steal something at that point, I'm less inclined to be unhappy about it. Is all I'm saying.
You know what? Let's play it out. You know what?
Yeah.
What time we got right now? What is it?
30 minutes.
27.
Excuse me.
Yeah. How much longer do we have?
30.
30. Dear of Krypton, what do you want to get done?
Well, pretty sure that anything that I have planned, you guys don't have time for.
Fair enough.
Unless you guys want to role play some stuff a little more.
A clock. No. So, do we have time to meet with perhaps the advocate?
You do have time to meet with the advocate.
Are you guys cool with us? Okay, never mind.
Perhaps not, because I do still have to go over knock on Aligrax's door.
That's a good point.
Oh,
go ahead.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so 2 things. Just to
be right back.
Okay. So 2 things as far as. We'll get to that later. All right. Yeah, you're gonna go walk on Aligrax's door again.
Do you want any friendship when you're going? Because
I think I'm good.
No. Okay. Sounds fun.
Hey, yo, Aligrax, are you in there?
Yep.
Mind if I come in?
Are you gonna pull any shenanigans?
No, I'm the last person who's gonna pull any shenanigans.
Says the person planning a heist. Alright.
Excuse me. You're gonna just...
I'll unbar the door.
I came to you guys first for a reason.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, just, hearing you talk and... Yeah. Anyways, unbar the door, open it. Arm out. Welcoming you in.
Thank you, man. So, what's exactly the problem with the heist, exactly?
That's... First, I think you're overthinking it. I'm a very simple person, so look at everything in the simplest, most cut down version. I don't want to be a part of this. That's as simple as that. If you have a better solution, go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. Because remember, Kivara said the city might drop, which whatever she's doing to get back to her plane, get Evans and come back. Which she says might be a one-way trip too, so she might not come back at all. Here's the thing. If the city does fall, I'm going to hold her accountable to that. Which may include ripping off her skull and presenting it to the survivors, if there are any. Because here's the thing. You can say whatever you want. But you have to live with the consequences of what you do. It's one thing to say, oh, I want to go do this. Or I'm gonna go save the world. Or I'm gonna go take over a world. I mean, if the kid says, I wish the school would just blow up, do you just fucking kill the kid right there? No. Because that's ridiculous. Because you know they won't actually do it. So, in your case, if you steal it, great. That's your choice. But the moment the law comes knocking, the moment the consequences of your choices come, I'm not going to be a part of it. If anything, I would probably help facilitate the consequences of your choices. So just know, I'm neither against her plan nor for it. Now, if you can come up with a plan that doesn't involve making me, a wanted criminal, all for it. So, now that we know that your plan is out, do you have another alternative?
Buying it was the other alternative, but it cost a mountain of gold. And that's if they're available for it. Now, Alagrax,
I'm all for that.
Being here with us alone, you gotta understand, they will turn on you if you try and sell them out.
Listen, I want to believe the fallen angel. That's this whole invasion thing is coming. And which kinda I do. And if the invasion does happen, I will fight. I will go back home, rally the brethren, rally the family, rally anyone who I need. But just like DM, what were the names of the leaders we met with?
Which ones?
Iris?
The council she talked to try and convince them. The two people, everyone else was dead.
Mages?
Yeah.
The Mageocracy?
Yeah.
The people I was literally with Kivara with.
Oh, the council
that she talked. Council members.
Oh, okay.
So just the council. So, the council has a very valid point in saying that, hey, we want to believe you, and I'm for that too, but we need proof, which I am also for.
I'm absolutely for that. But the thing is, Alagrax, sometimes we're going to break the law, and that's just unavoidable.
Yes, I agree.
And we can't have you around willing to turn us in at every chance someone comes knocking. Because that's going to get us killed.
If you can't deal with the consequences of your actions, you shouldn't do them.
We can deal with the consequences.
Then
but
what's
when someone traveling with us is willing to sell us out at a moment's notice, that's the problem. There's no trust there.
I think there's complete
there's
trust. You know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna help him. I'm not gonna help you. I'm just gonna stand aside.
What you were saying in there was that if someone comes knocking asking you if we did this, you're gonna say yes. Is that correct?
Yep.
Thing is, we can't have you doing that because what happens when you think we do something that when we do something that we intend to do to help people, and then someone comes knocking and you
Are
say,
you doing
yes,
it?
we did this.
Can you convince me you're doing this for the best reasons? For a better
Yes,
reason.
I can.
Do it.
Because the reason we intend to take this is so we can go to space, and we can join the Spelljammer Society and help people not on this planet, but in the entire universe as a whole.
That sounds incredibly noble.
That's the idea behind taking it. And
So
that
why can't you just buy
taking
it?
it might, because we don't have the money for that, and we most likely never will.
And these are the only two options you can think of: stealing or, well, essentially, since you say buying it's impossible, so that just leaves stealing. That's your only possible option. There's
Yes.
none of these other things exist anywhere. You can't get them anywhere else.
Not to our knowledge. Not on this planet. The Spelljammer Society out in space, they have them.
Why can't you
don't.
just contact them?
How would I?
Why don't you figure that out?
I would if I could, but I don't have the slightest idea where to start.
Well, I think I know someone who might be able to help. There's someone in the Throden Orcather, a dwarven man. He had a long red beard, all the way to his kneecaps, actually. His name was Reggie, and he often talked about that he would visit the stars, traveling to other worlds. So maybe we can find him again, and maybe he can get us in contact. Because it sounds like he has the same ideas and at least goals as you. How about that? There you go.
And if he couldn't... where is he now, exactly? Do you have any clue? And if he wanted to go back into the stars, wouldn't he have contacted them anyway? The only person I know who could have contacted them, only people, were Jordan's parents. Because they were part of the Spelljammer Society. And they have no way of communicating with them. That was the first place I started.
So you hit one dead end and then you just give up?
I haven't given up. I just am waiting for another option to appear, and I'll take this one if it's the only option that makes sense.
Listen.
No, we got a serious question.
Okay.
Was it Reggie or Red Knees?
Reggie. Reggie.
Got it.
All right, fair. I'm done. I'm out.
Sorry.
I just didn't want to pollute the comment column.
Yeah, sorry, I was in a different window, so I wasn't seeing what was being typed.
No, you're fine. This is a very good story that's happening. I apologize for interrupting.
Alright,
I
well,
did
look
it.
at this, Dean. When the queen came looking to get her pound of flesh for what we almost did to her kid, what happened? We're all still here. So I think that speaks volumes for what I would do. And again, if you want to steal this, I understand that you don't want a loose end. And if it makes you feel better, how about this? If you need to, I'll leave. If this is the only option between your goals, if I'm in the way of your goals, your dreams, I'll step aside.
Oh, Grex, I'm not asking you to step aside.
That's exactly.
I'm asking you to start, I don't know,
so
understanding that sometimes the law is going to be broken when you're with us.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you're not going to be able to...
If you're doing it for the best
tell everyone
reasons.
That... Yes, I
understand that.
When you tell them that I'm the one who took it, they're not going to ask me the reason I took it. They're going to throw me in binds immediately and either execute me or lock me away for eternity.
So let me ask you this then. What's the whole point of us being here right now? Why is Cuddles not dead on the floor right now? Why is he not in a prison chained up right now? Why is he free to roam the city with just 2 guards watching over him then?
That's a pure dumb luck. And
That's
we
that's
haven't
what you're
sold
talking
each
about.
other
You're
out
done
for
luck. I
That and we
think
haven't sold each other out to anyone. If you
because we haven't
start,
done anything.
think of it
Because
this way:
they're gonna have a
if
trial.
someone asks you while you're on your own who Cuddles was, and you were to tell them, "Yeah, he's this dude who killed so many people," they're going to attack him and lock him out without a second thought.
I'll tell them exactly how I met him. I don't know your past. I don't know who you've been or who you were. I've only known you for who you are from when I met you. I think I even said that when I met all of you. I don't care about your past. I care about what you're doing now and the actions you take. And this action is not something I will stand by. I'll let you do it. But it sounds to me like you're just too cowardly to face the consequence. It kind of sounds like you're kind of mafia. It's like, well, if you're
I'm
not
willing
with
to
me,
face
then we
the
gotta cut you off,
consequences.
man.
I'm willing to face the consequences, but not when someone who I care about, who I trust, is the one who turns me in because of
If
some...
you trust me, we won't be having this conversation.
I do trust you. I trust that you are a man of your word and you will turn us in. And that's why I'm trying to get you on board with allowing me to do this without turning me in.
Great, then I won't. Go do it. And I'll just not be there. I'll ask to be sent back to the ship. How about that? If you want to do this, go do it. And I'll ask to be sent back to the ship. I don't want to be here. And then, if you come back or not, great. I don't know nothing. I saw nothing.
Oh, Grax,
My
I think you are very much in your own head about wrong and right sometimes.
Yeah. Because I found in this fucked up world,
me
wrong
here
and
as a
right.
cat, I'm here. Everything's in shades of grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up.
Well, also,
and you're looking at it from black and white.
All right.
And I really wish I really wish I was there, and this is just sort of a suggestion for the direction that we go. I would very much love a paladin of law standing by me in a court of law while we do our Matlockery bullshitness. Basically, then, and again, no one likes splitting the party. But if we want to do this heist, which honestly would truly be a grand point in getting us to the stars and fulfilling another player's like frickin' destiny, I want to have a giant fucking dragon of psychic energy there at my side while I'm talking to a bunch of bullshit lawyers while we get what we need to get, because honestly, this society is pretty sus. Taking in the Mechanicus. And again, this is Miles talking just as Miles, not as that. That would kick ass.
No, like out of character, like I really don't want to do this. Like,
no.
I really want to.
Here's the
you
thing.
to have your fun, but also I like.
I love that.
I really hate
but I
being
would
the one
very
saying
much
this.
like to have an exciting next Wednesday.
No, I get you, and I really hate saying this, but it just works in this situation. I'm just trying to play my character. I know that's so cliche, it's so bullshit, and I hate saying
this is another sleep on Jord situation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of those things where we're in character. Us players don't want to do it, but it's what our characters would do, and so we're doing it.
Right.
And that's amazing, honestly.
I completely.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you guys
and I love you for that.
And like,
I want to give you an out.
I know, but we gotta see how this plays out. So if you want to jump back into it, Dean, you can jump back into character.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. You got 15 minutes
Oof.
to see if this thing gets figured out between the two of you in character. At the end of that 15 minutes, if things haven't been resolved, we are going to leave it as.
I can clear this up in one question, and we can leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Is everyone okay with that?
All right.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
he's
For sure.
he's God on Almighty. He can tell you if no.
Well, at 3, 2, 1, back in character.
Sorry.
Go.
Oof.
Listen, Dean. I have a saying I like to say, right? It's a bit of wisdom I learned over the years in my travels and everything I've been through. And that is, believe the light, trust the dark, temper your heart, and follow someone of noble heart. In dumb man terms, that really just means believe wherever you want, trust what you know. What you want isn't always what's best. And if you don't have any of the first three, find someone you do trust. So, my heart won't let me do this. So, I ask, would you be willing to do it without me? Or is this something you refuse to do without me?
I'm willing to do it without you, but I really want you on board, man.
Yeah, not. I'm gonna come up to you. I'm gonna hug you. And I'm gonna slightly pick you up, and we're gonna just scoot over awkwardly, like sideways to the windows. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show you something. You say you see the world in grays, right? Because you're a cat.
Well, not technically, it's
Technically true. Sorry.
So
Only in
I'm
darkness.
gonna share a vision with you. I'm gonna put my forehead against yours, like one of those bro things. And I'm gonna send you this image. This is the way I see the world. And I'm hoping, like DM, if you can allow that through telepathy, like the colors as well to get through.
Yeah, you could give like small images kind of thing.
There is so much more to this world than just the next heist, the next best thing. So what if you don't get this now? Who's to say there aren't others out there? You don't know. What do you know? Why not find some way to communicate with them? I'm willing to talk to Reggie. But I also greatly respect your choice. So, I'm sorry, but I won't be a part of this, but I won't stop you either. You live your dreams.
Understood.
We're not enemies.
I know, man. It's tough being at odds with people you care about.
Yeah. Also, a bit of advice, words of wisdom. It's not the best strategy to try to guilt trip people into doing things, and you seem to be a fan of that. You may not realize it, but you do it.
Intending to.
Let's just be a little clarification. You tend to like to guilt trip people into things. But anyways, so be it. I'm gonna pat you on the shoulders, and I'm gonna get my stuff, and I'm gonna walk out.
Hey, no, you still have a council to attend. You get to do that.
Yeah, so
No.
I'm gonna go to. So this is happening now. We've made our choice. Brian, I want to go to the guards.
Okay.
And I want to ask whoever's there. I'm guessing the dwarf is still awake, right?
Yeah. Kettles is walking back and forth, so yeah.
I'm gonna ask the guards, like, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I have a question for you. I would like to return back to where we left, to our ship, if possible. Who would I be able to talk to for that?
Probably one of the teleport guild. But probably not till tomorrow morning.
Very well. If you could give me an address for that,
He's like,
or provide a guide, even if there's.
Little stop him.
So basically,
Not even
DM, what
there.
I'm doing here is
You
like
are. He knocked
I'm
on
out.
your room door.
I'm out. I'm gonna
okay.
ask to get sent back to the ship. I'm
Cuddles
not
up
gonna be
there.
part of this.
Cuddle the bear.
I apologize. Am I there?
He's
With the
actually,
Yeah,
guards?
Yeah,
he
he's-
knocked on your door.
He went to your room to talk to the guards that's watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
You're
would
there.
know who I would have to contact to like leave.
But I mean, Cuddles up there.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. So you would do
My
all that.
apologies.
Take
God,
it away.
I've been out of it for so long. It's amazing I'm here. Anyway, so yeah, he's going to the guards and saying, I need transport.
Yep.
I look at the guards and go, are you willing to leave your post to assist my associate?
The guy, honest from man. I mean, we can get them over the transmutation area, but I don't think the portals are open until like sometime tomorrow morning.
Well, tell you what.
Hmm.
In the morning, then we can.
I
look
look at you directly and I go, I'm not going to ask the dungeon master for an insight check, but I know you are dedicated to the law.
I think you would have to make an insight check for that, actually.
I'm going to defer to Mr. of Krypton.
Go ahead and roll an insight for me.
Oh, you are the bestest.
I'll try.
Hold on. Insight, you said?
Yep. Okay, Alegrax, go ahead and roll me a.
Dang! That was 4 for me.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a d20, and then whisper me if you want to use deception or persuasion. I have your character in front of me so I can see which one it is.
Did
Okay,
you get that?
I got it.
Yeah, honestly, I totally saw that, so it's okay.
Oh no, the d20 is fine. But would you? Yeah, it's a custom roll, but I have to add the bonuses from whatever you prefer. Do you want? Yeah, just whisper if you want to use deception or persuasion.
So remind me again of what you're inciting. If I follow the law, Cuddles.
What?
What are you inciting specifically?
Well, honestly, see if you will protect me under the law.
To protect you under the law.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to be my character witness.
I feel like that would be a whole different thing than what we're rolling for.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. That would be a lot to get from his. He wants to go someplace else, but you wouldn't.
Fair enough. Then I want to see if he is going to betray.
Well, ask me in character because you weren't there for that whole thing.
My apologies. Okay, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
When you walk in, I go, I am going to go in front of the jurors of the Medjocracy.
Right, and
Letting them
I'm
know-
saying I'm about to leave and you're about to go front, so yeah.
I need someone that will be impartial and truthful to tell them that I have done good deeds, because the events that occurred when I was the scientist supreme and I made this device. I hold up the box. Damn my soul to hell. I need someone to stand up and say, this cacophony of meat and metal made good in the world that is to the west
So,
or east. I don't remember the map. Anyway, I need you to be the one to advocate for my reformed consciousness. When I ask them to let me keep a weapon of ultimate destruction with the purpose to destroy it, you will say, yeah, that's a person that does not want to have a mass weapon of destruction in their ownership to cause mass destruction.
Cuddles, I will absolutely do that for you. However, current issue has arisen that is completely separate from this. So, as a compromise, I'm going to look to the guard and be like, is there any kind of scroll or spell, or perhaps someone who can come with me so I can still testify on behalf of my friend, but not have to be there?
You mean like a scry thing?
Just like some way to communicate. More than 25 words.
I mean, if you want to talk to your advocate, you could put in like a.
Can I give like a written testimony? Would that work?
We have like a magic mouth thing. You just talk for a couple minutes and it saves the information.
Great. Then I will do that. Is that also a tomorrow thing, or?
Most of the city's asleep at the moment, so yeah.
All right. Then I will do that.
I am meeting with my advocate on the morrow. Perhaps
then I will give my testimony, but unfortunately, conflicting opinions and ideals have come up that prevent me from being here. So I greatly apologize, Cuddles. I know I'm laying you down a little bit, but my word should still ring true for you, even if I'm not there. And
I hope that it does. And I cannot ask more of you than I could ask of anyone else. And I understand your desire to distance yourself from someone whose past, albeit unknown to this current form, was horrific.
I wouldn't say horrific.
I would.
Yes, well.
Sorry, it's not funny. That wasn't funny. I apologize.
No. Laugh. Horror plus time equals comedy.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you, Cuddles.
I don't know if that's
comedy is the best medicine. Even if people often forget. They often say something is better than nothing, but they also forget that everything has an equal and opposite reaction. So if something's better than nothing, well, terrible is still worse than nothing.
All right, we got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my bestest thanks to Mr. Krypton.
Yeah.
This was great. We lived in a magic city where nothing bad could happen, and we made all the bad things happen.
don't know about you. I had fun.
Hey,
but
we haven't made any of the bad things
Let's bring
happen.
this place to the
Yeah.
ground.
It's been great.
Nothing's
don't
happened
know.
yet. Like nothing at all.
Things
Oh,
happen
I
yet.
know. I don't have any notes, guys.
Seriously,
Yeah,
fun
so
occurred. But yeah, we were just like, hey, welcome to Krypton. Nothing bad can happen here.
all right. So I can still be here for next session, DM. But the way this is gonna work out is, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna
So-
see if I can get a transport back, and if there's like some kind of scroll, some kind of testimony, or something where I can get my
So-
word still for
right.
Cuddles.
Okay, that's good. Let's go.
No,
We can take Algrax out of the situation. However, you can still come in because I have other characters you could potentially play for whatever they plan on doing next.
Sure, I can play NPC or a third party.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Just as a throw out there, if you end up being the little necromancer that needs to testify on my behalf, if you can be like super cool about that, I'm just
I love
saying.
it.
I'm just saying.
The way I would play him, I think I would have to be like childishly naive, but also really smart. Like I don't care about any, like a total sociopath. I don't care about any of the consequences.
No, me.
I'm gonna put a damper on my redemption arc for him. I don't know.
Oh my god, that'd be
damn,
such a
you're
twist.
right.
May, you have to redeem the person. Like, I was Allegrex. She said, no, you have to redeem. We had that whole thing, and now I'm playing him. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'd be like, listen,
Okay,
DM, you don't have to do that, okay? We don't have to make that a thing.
All right.
Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Like I said, we can discuss this between that because we got a week to go through this.
Yeah.
Because
All
there's other things at play currently going on in the city that you guys haven't even gotten close to yet. So there's I run a few potentials by you. You let me know what you want to work with.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So guys,
This
a
has
couple
been great,
things.
guys.
Great session. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Also, if I did this right, I recorded that entire session.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
You did?
awesome.
Yeah.
We gotta show George.
Oh no, my embarrassing side. No.
No. It'll be so good.
If
He'll
only you
feel
were all
so
on
big.
video.
No, fuck
Oh.
that.
God, no.
No, I wouldn't think you guys do that.
My ugly
No,
face. Ugh.
no.
All right.
Yeah.